Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Carshall Goblin. Welcome in. We're on our 16th episode of Descent into Avernus, Saints and Sinners, our dark, morally twisted game of D&D. Just as a note, we're using Syrinscape as our audio, so if you think the audio is amazing, go check out Syrinscape. They are not a sponsor, but we do really love them here on the channel. They are there for your online, offline role-playing needs. So even if you're not playing online like us, you can still use Syrinscape on your tablet, on your laptop, or even on your phone. And they do amazing stuff. They do pre-built campaigns, just like of Descent into Avernus, Waterdeep, Dragon Heist, etc. They also do campaigns for Pathfinder, Call of Cthulhu, and others. So go check them out. And if you're not doing a pre-built campaign, you're also doing a homebrew. There's a lot there for you as well to mix and match your own stuff. So check them out at syrinscape.com. Again, not a sponsor, but we do love them here. So let's go into our cast members and say hello. Hi,
Hello.
everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
how you doing?
Hi, everybody. So how are we going?
I'm
Okay.
awake.
All things considered.
Yeah.
Everyone is doing a-okay, I assume.
Everything is fine.
And we're not looking up, not looking up really expensive dice and dice trays at the moment while we're doing stuff. No. Totally.
No,
looking
just
up.
pipe dreams of expensive alloy metal, and
I don't
Some
I
precious
found-
stone.
I found you can buy
Really, I don't.
Damascus titanium D20s for $300 a pop. I was like,
Really? I've
Yeah,
seen
pretty good.
actual hand forged blacksmith dice.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
That sounds
Yeah.
worth
I mean,
it.
there's the famous one that Marissa Away from Critical Role uses, and for a natural one, it just says "fuck."
Yeah.
Yep. There's a
That's
dice
why every
which,
time she rolls it, she says, "Don't fuck me, girl."
yeah, there is a dice which actually has fuck on one and fuck yeah on 20. I think it is.
Can't be balanced, can it?
Yeah.
That doesn't
No,
sound-
it's it'll be fuck
What-
question mark on a natural 20 and fuck exclamation point on a natural 1.
The
That could be confusing.
the the meme dice
The meme
says
Meme dice.
yeet on 20. I've just made it up. And
Don't copyright it.
oof on nat 1.
I still think my favorite,
You know-
my favorite name for a D&D group is still the Oof Troop.
Yeah, we're the oof troop. I had it. I've got it written down. I have the oof troop written down. We're the oof troop.
Okay, so we've got to have a session of the Oof Troop at some point then.
No, we are the oof
This
troop.
is the oof troop.
So we are back with our normal campaign. Last week we had a postponed session of today's session, and instead we had the starting of our replacement backup campaign, which not really is a full campaign, but using assets from Adventures League, which was really fun. So you can check that out on YouTube with Goblin Cave RPG. I think we had it called Refugees and Rogues because they were not the nicest of people, but there was they were having fun. Yes, my lady, you're having.
We're not the meanest of people either.
No,
We're rogue-ish.
just
We're
like
nice.
incompetent
Little
smugglers.
sketchy.
What do you mean? We were super nice most of the time.
Yeah. So check that out as Refugees and Rogues on YouTube, and check out our other stuff on YouTube as well. So we'll do introductions here. Emmy, would you like to start with yours? See, I'm now off to the side over here.
Hi, I'm Emmy Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emmy. I play Ava, the human monk, and today is going to be good. I was looking at my notes and I was like, oof, that's right. Belloc set off a trap right at the end, so that's going to be fun. Trying to see, hopefully, well, probably not hopefully, we're probably going to, something's interesting going to happen straight away.
At least if we're going to die, we'll be brought back in this circumstance. So that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
We'll just be in part of the undead army. It's fine.
Yep. And as a reminder, you do have inspiration as well on your character.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yes. Don't forget that one. Mr. Live Producer?
Hello, I'm Mr. Producer, and I will be playing your Dwarven Barbarian, BURLOCK UNGUART, and I have just gone up the door and says, hello! I haven't actually gone up the door yet. I was going up the door and being actually, I can blame you, Karsh. I was being tactful. I was going, alright, we'll cover the door, and then ghosts.
You were going to knock.
I believe you did. You did knock.
I didn't knock at
Yeah.
I didn't.
You did go to open
I
the
moved
door.
close and was keeping an eye out for more bad creatures, and then ghosts.
Tactical would be shooting them through the windows and waiting for them to come outside and ambush them.
I did not know D&D had guns.
Bows and
It
arrows,
does.
spells.
There are rules for guns. There are rules for guns.
It's called throwing the monk inside.
I have recently. So sometimes what I like to do, if I just want to create a character, I'll go on something like Hero Forge. Just create a random character and then give it a stat block. And I created because they just came out with gnolls on Hero Forge, so I created a gnoll with a machine gun. And I found there are machine guns in the DMG for if you're playing a modern campaign, and they are really cool.
Oh, it could.
So that's going to be my next. Yeah. Sorry guys. I'm going to be starting to invest in some character art. Once it's ready, I'm set. We're going to have like a Sebaku, and we're going to have a machine gun.
Yeah. So the machine gun, you
Goblin.
can either shoot it normally at one target, or for an action you can spray. So it's a 15-foot cube. You just spray anyone. They have to make dex saves because you just go.
Oh. A goblin
It's
with that. Absolutely.
pretty-
Spray
it's
and pay every
pretty-
single time.
Fantastic! I'm so glad I discovered that.
I was gonna say it sounds like something.
I can't wait for like a really daft, somewhat futuristic game, and I can bring in my Gnoll Ranger with a gun.
That's really cool. I didn't even know they were there, but that's really cool.
His name is Gruag, which is literally Gnoll Ranger with a gun.
Because why not when you can't think of a name?
Yeah, but it fits.
Dell!
Yeah. Sorry, tangents.
Hi everyone, I'm Del. I'm playing Reservoir, your Water Genasi sorcerer, and my only goal is to not turn into another potted plant.
This time
Thank
we
you for being that.
podcast.
We totally forgot that.
Always a chance.
Oh, I haven't. It's haunted me for the past 2 weeks.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do that's what I gotta do a poster design for you.
Yes, we needed to get that. We needed to get a t-shirt design for that. Thank you for the reminding. Thank you.
DM me and remind me about
I
it.
thought it was gonna be don't drink and cast.
Don't cast when angry.
No, it's wild magic, not even once.
I like that.
I'll make a note in my own notes channel.
You always think, what's the worst that can
draw
happen?
I'll draw a potted plant.
Yep, I was going to say.
For
Emmy's your
a
tablet
surprise face?
Working. The one at home.
Yeah,
you
when
can
I
do
get
that.
when I get a working tablet, I'll draw a potted plant.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as I get that, I really want that logo. I want to
And-
rebrand to a unicorn.
I don't know. We could get maybe an emote as well. Could be.
The potted plant emote.
A goblin holding a potted plant. Actually, no, a fire genasi holding a potted plant.
It would just be a potted plant with the staff. Will.
Oh,
Tangents.
yes. Hello, everybody. I am Will. I play Ash, the Fire Genasi Artificer. And she is ready to make fun of potted plants and other people. And I hope we just don't die, everyone. I will let everyone know my voice is a little bit gone. It's a little bit shot. But I'll do my best to try and make fun of as many people as I can. It'll be great. Thanks, guys, for coming.
And that's okay. If you don't want to do it, I'll just make fun of Baldur's Gate as a city.
Yeah,
as
I
a
know.
whole.
I still need to punch you, but it's not gonna happen yet. It's gonna happen eventually. We don't know.
So my name's Karsh. I do the production around here, but yeah, I play Warwick. He is technically a paladin, but realistically, he's just an old soldier who's fed up with the world. He's reluctant to do the good thing, but yeah, he doesn't like it. That's
old
pretty
dude.
much him. And though he
Paladin
is,
without conviction is a really interesting character.
yeah, a paladin without not just conviction, but without religion.
Well,
That's
no,
falling
I mean,
away.
They change, but paladins they changed it, which is just force of will. He doesn't need to necessarily be from religion. It's just like being very like convicted in your
But he's not.
ideals.
He's just reluctant.
Exactly. It's
It's
like
the right thing to do is over here. It's hard, it's annoying, but this is so much easier. And there's that, okay, I may as well. That's the attitude. The non-conviction, yes.
It's interesting.
It's just fun. I get to pick on things like Baldur's Gate. But I'm not telling a lie. It is a shithole. I can't tell a lie. Anyway, sorry.
You shouldn't say it though.
And with that, that's all us players. Let's go to the GM. And we'll get this thing started.
hi. I'm Marco. I'll be your GM for tonight. Do you want to mention our missing cast member?
You can. I think
Yeah,
you might actually know more than me.
Fortunately, Chase cannot be joining. Chase, who played more the Goblin Cleric, cannot be joining us this week, and probably not for the foreseeable future, unfortunately, due to extraneous circumstances, which I won't. I've not
We won't go
pressed
into.
the details because we won't. It's not our place to do so. She will now essentially become an NPC under my control until the time where Chase can return to the show, if possible. So,
Yep.
With that all said and done, let's dive into today's episode of Baldur's Gate: Descent into Avernus. I just realized I need to bring back up Syrinscape because I closed it for some reason.
Because I've been playing the entire time.
Yes, I mean the master interface.
Ooh,
So-
master.
When last we left our heroes, Ash the Genasi Artificer, Ava the Human Monk, Burlock the Dwarf Barbarian, Mort the Goblin Cleric, Reservoir the Genasi Sorcerer, and Warwick the Human Paladin, the party fought their way through the damned and ruined city of Elturel, under siege from fiendish forces on either side of the Blood War. They helped rescue some cowering citizens and led them to the High Hall, a huge cathedral in the center of the city, and the last stronghold for the survivors of the city's plunge into Avernus. Fighting through both real and inner demons, the party now set off on the behest of Mort the Gravedigger to the Grand Cemetery, both to look for Alder Ravengard, the missing leader of the Flaming Fist, and to deal with the rise of an undead scourge. So, last we left off, you sprung a surprise attack on the Minotaur skeletons guarding the outside of this chapel. Having quickly and efficiently vanquished these foes, particularly you, Ava, dealing out heavy blows with your fists, cracking bone and bludgeoning alike, Burlock approaches the door, grasps hold of the handle, and no sooner does he do so than spectral figures emerge from the pillars holding up the roof of this place and bear down upon the party. Bring you back over to the map.
Wasn't me.
And
Come
I'm
on.
guessing we're going to be rolling initiative pretty soon.
You would be guessing correct. So, let's roll some initiative.
No.
Oh my god.
Can we pass? Do we get an option not to?
I mean, you can sit out the fight, but you'll still be attacked.
Yeah, I don't like the not still being attacked part.
Okay,
Oh,
good
I didn't
dice
click
rolls.
my token. Frick.
Good dice rolls.
Oh
Let me-
my
fix
goodness!
it.
Wide have advantage.
Not like this.
Let me fix that. Should be 24.
How?
It starts
Does this
scrolling down
happen?
slowly.
Oh my goodness. This is the worst.
We've got a 4. We've got a 24, 6, 8, 15.
Ignore the
3.
15.
Oh, I shouldn't be this far ahead.
So essentially
Okay.
we got a 24, and
Oh
then we
my
got
God.
below 8.
A bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Oh no!
This is bad.
Well,
On
we'll
the
see.
upside-
We'll see what your foes get.
20, 20, 20, 20, 20.
1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1
Okay.
0 1
I
1
started-
0 0 1 1.
0, 0,
I
0.
didn't know you spoke
What?
binary.
Work that out in binary. That's your challenge for the day.
And the specters. Sorry, I have a lot of enemies to roll, so bear with me. And now the NPCs.
It's a very strange vertical map.
Yeah. Oh god, this is great, guys.
I don't think
Oh,
this
yeah.
is good at
Hey,
all.
you're not seeing what's inside. I can see a little bit through the windows.
I
It's
can
not
see
great.
some through some of the windows as well, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oof,
Yeah,
oof.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Top of the round. Big surprise. Ava, you're going first. As Burlock knocks on the door, you see from these pillars depicting sort of heroic figures and saints and the like. From these statues, these ghostly figures whoosh, emerge out, gaunt spectral faces shrieking, and black cloaked figures hovering in the air, flapping in the wind, a non-existent wind. And you're going first. What would you like to do?
I'm guessing they're gonna attack Burlock, or like they're moving to attack.
You could possibly assume so if that's your prerogative.
So I'm like, oh hell no! I'm gonna run over.
All
Hang
right.
on, I should probably keep track of how much I'm moving. That's 20. So I go there,
All right.
and I'm gonna start punching
You dash
my
up.
with my magic hands. Oh, I've got advantage.
You
still.
do not have advantage.
Yeah, sorry about that. But it's still
But
not
that, but still a natural 20 on the left. 11, you strike out against this creature, and your fist, now empowered with this new technique where you can funnel your ki through your strikes, you deal a blow which strikes it true and takes off quite a decent chunk of its health.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it again because I don't want it to attack.
A 12 will just hit, and with that second blow, you spin around with a spin kick. Your leg passes through this cloaked figure and just it dissipates into the ether, vanishing.
Nice. I've still got 25 feet of movement. So last one. Do my final hit. Actually, do I? Yeah, I still have one more hit. 19.
All right, and with that, you strike out at this one as well, dealing another blow, and it reaches back, and then as you kick it and fronts back, it goes and goes for you.
Lovely.
With a 13 to hit, which I believe will miss.
Misses.
Okay. It rushes towards you. You duck out the way as this sort of flurry of spectral arms rush and try and grasp hold of you, but you duck out the way. Rhea's go. She is going to run up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Up here, take out her sword and swing down at this creature. Natural 1.
Oh.
Not so good for Rhea.
And she's fighting home turf.
She
too.
trips and falls on the stairs, falling prone.
No.
Sort of, she runs up the stairs in a hurry, trips, falls, and I will say with that poor roll, she does not get her second attack. She stands up from prone, but that'll end her turn. This spectre, which is this one at the bottom, you see disappear around the corner. And you're not. It just appears to vacate the battlefield. Okay. This one is going to bear down upon this group here. And let's roll, let's see, odds, Mort, even, Ash. Even. It's going to go for you, Ash.
I mean, that's not good.
With a 16 to hit.
I have more armor class than that. It misses.
Okay. And then it... Yep, that will, that'll end its turn. It's not... No, it's not. This isn't darkness. Alright, Mort's go. Mort is going to brandish her shovel and will swing at this creature. Let's see. Actually, does she still have... No, she's canny. She knows. She'll instead cast Spiritual Weapon. And she will summon a spectral grave, spectral shovel, which will hover in the air behind this thing and strike out towards it. Let's see, where's her character sheet? Come on. Spiritual weapon is... God. Roll 20, stop. Roll 20, please. Please roll 20. Let me scroll through the character sheet. I swear to... Okay. +7. 14
When James
will...
go mad and start talking to the
14
program they use.
14 will hit. 4, 5, 8, plus 4, 12 points of damage. Strikes against this creature. It rushes backwards, and with that, she swings down with her shovel and hits. Dealing. Nope. Still standing, despite her barrage. You notice the spectral shovel cleaves through it, true, but as she swings with her normal shovel, the form kind of dissipates around it. It doesn't seem to have as much of an effect. This shadow is going to, seeing as it's in the shadow, actually no, it's just going to go for you. It's going to roll a 12 to hit, which will miss. Again, the shadow bears down upon you, reaching out to you with a spectral hand, but you duck out the way. Burlock, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, the thing that decided to go... well, I'll run... Having seen... Okay, we'll go to this one here, and won't rage, but I'll just attack the one in front of me here. Warhammer one-handed. 18 for 10.
That'll definitely hit. But much like Mort's shovel, the sort of incorporeal shape of this creature dissipates around your hammer. It doesn't affect you as much as you would hope.
Is it still there? Or is it completely vanished?
It's still there.
All right, we'll do it again.
That'll definitely hit. You strike it once, twice. You do see bits of this creature's form sort of scatter to the wind, but it still retains its shape as the form kind of spins around, almost like an efflorescent gas filling the space in front of you. This one is going to go up for Ava, because you're there. Actually, let's have a look. Will it go for Ava or Warwick? It's going to go for Ava. Yep, it goes for you, and rolls to hit. An 8! Nope. Actually, it would have advantage because it's flanking. 18.
Oh, that hits. I'm pretty sure,
Okay.
yeah. That just hits.
Alright, you take...
It got a surprise. It sneak attacked me.
It, not quite, but I would like you to make a con save.
Please pass this.
I have inspiration if it gets really bad. Oh,
Okay.
do I need it?
It strikes you for 10 points of necrotic damage, and you feel this force almost try and suck the life out of you, but you push away from it, and before it can take a full hold on you, you do pass.
Save my inspiration for another day.
Okay. This shadow is going to. Let's see. It's going to bonus action to. Nope. You see it sort of try and blend in with the darkness, but the rest of you can still see it. It doesn't quite manage to hide. There is still light from the red sky above still shining down on this thing, and it doesn't quite manage to hide from your sight. And it is going to go. So
what is that?
30.
That's the map marker that he
That's
they
as
took
far
up the
as
gems
far as
layer.
it can go. Yeah, that's meant to be over there. Okay.
Yeah.
That ends its go. Ash, it's your go.
This one's right next to me, so I'm going to actually, you know what? I'm going to move back. I will take the attack of opportunity.
You will. It strikes out towards you. The 15 to hit.
That is a miss. Alrighty.
Okay.
So, I'm going to attack it with my ray. So, pew. Let's go. Please go through. Nope.
That will hit.
Really?
And, yeah.
Amazing.
So which one are you going for? The one next to Mort?
Yes, the one next to Mort.
Alright, you strike out a lightning bolt, and it fizzes and crackles against this thing's cloak, and the cloak just kind of dissipates in electrical energy and kind of fades away. It is
Where's
gone.
Reservoir?
She is.
I'm hidden. I'm up and to the left a little bit. So I see nothing of what's going on. So
You probably saw the
only a
lightning
vague
bolt.
plan of my turn.
Okay.
No, I
Yeah.
can see Mort and the elephant and one
Would-
of the dead minotaurs, and that's about
Yeah.
Would
it.
she
there was
say
like a lightning
she's a
bolt
bit
there.
potted where she's right now?
Well, she's
She's rooted to the spot.
Oh
No,
my goodness.
She's back.
The pun start.
She's in Water Genasi again.
I'm going to also move my Eldritch Cannon to here. 3 squares, yes. And 10, 10, 10. I'm not sure if anyone needs more temporary HP, but I'm going to do it anyways. So should be fine. Oh, it's only 11, not the 18. Sorry.
I need temporary
I think it's
Oh,
done.
you ran by yourself. What do you mean? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay.
Mind you, I went
So-
to the door, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
So Mort, Rhea, and Warwick get that 10 HP.
Already got.
11.
11, not 18, because it doesn't add
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
Okay. This spectre that you are fighting, Burlok, is going to swing at you with a 14, which will, I believe, miss.
Yes, it will.
You guys have got really high AC. I did this to myself.
Could have
that'll end
attacked
its
Rhea.
turn.
She was prone.
Yeah.
No, she got up from prone. Lulu is again going to just hang back and shout encouragement from a distance. Reservoir, it's your turn.
Do we get inspiration? Do we get barbaric inspiration for
She's
that?
not a bard. No, she's not a bard.
I was tempted to more.
She
She's
could
an
be. She could have
elephant,
forgotten.
not a bard.
She could have
I was
forgotten.
tempted
that
to
she's a
multi-class
bard.
into a bard, trying to get barbarian to get barbaric inspiration.
I really feel like that
That would be
elephant
interesting.
should have inspiration for people.
She's seen.
Yeah, I can see things now.
She has eyelids and eyes.
Yeah.
And leaves. And wait, no.
Jesus. Okay. Why you guys are all so spread out?
Yeah.
No, that won't.
I-
that
I-
won't even. Jeez.
I blame Ava as always.
Hey, this
Right.
one.
Return to the closest enemy, okay?
Yeah.
Was it?
I'll just attempt to be rid of that one on right here. Because that's the closest to me. And we're
Okay.
just going to do an acid splash because I don't have enough time to plan doing anything else. 'Cause I can't see anything.
All right, it'll fail with a 6.
All right, perfect. So it takes 8 acid damage.
It takes 4 as the acid kind of goes through its incorporeal form. Doesn't quite have the effect you would expect.
That makes sense. And then I'm gonna duck back.
Back into hiding.
Rook to hiding.
You guys have high ACs. I don't.
It doesn't matter with these creatures.
It kind of does.
Yeah. I move to here to attack the spectre from behind.
Which, all right, roll ahead.
Is advantage?
You do,
Advantage, yes?
You do,
Okay.
yes.
So if it's advantage, I'll try for the power attack.
Okay.
It's been a while.
20 will hit.
21 slashing damage. Yeah, half that, I'm sure.
Your halberd strikes through, and with a heavy blow, you see some of its form dissipate, but it doesn't quite have the impact you would have hoped.
Let's try that again.
A 13 will also just hit, and again, it is still up, but it is looking rough.
Okay, let's try that less so. Okay, with the bonus action.
And with that, striking once, twice, and 3 times, it scatters to the wind. Ava, it's your turn.
I was going to move to there.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack this one.
Okay.
See if I can kill it. Oh.
12 will just hit, and it is looking rough.
Oh, dang it. So I'll hit it again.
Its form almost
Got a double tap.
from translucent to almost transparent, and with that you strike it again, and with a burst of ki you send it scattering into oblivion.
And I'll attack the last one there. My bonus action.
Again, that'll hit. You deal a nasty blow, but it's still up.
Okay.
Rhea is going to stand up. She's going to move to flank with Burlock. She's going to strike out at this thing. Hitting once. Hitting twice. 4. 6. 9. 15 points of damage. Ooh, it's still up. Just. Well, end her turn. This spectre is where? This spectre, nowhere to be seen. Mortzko. She is going to... I forgot to put down the spiritual weapon, so I will do that now. She's going to move the spiritual weapon towards this one and swing at it. That will definitely hit, and it with a blast of radiant energy, it disappears. She will then move up to the door, and she'll shout, "Gideon! I know you're fucking in there!" A shadow is going to go for you once again, Ava, with an 8, missing you completely. And it can't do much of anything else. Burlock, it's your turn.
I will assume that that's been killed. This ghost. Okay, so I can move 35 feet.
Just.
I can just make it. So I shall run from where I am to down to here and attack the one right in front of me is attacking Ava, who rushed to my defense, so I'll rush to their defense.
All right.
Okay. Sorry about this. Please hit.
That'll miss. Running up to save your friend, you try and reach around this pillar, but it flies backwards slightly, and your hammer hits nothing but air.
Does it again.
Alright. That will hit, and with that, frustrated, you bring it down two-handed, striking this thing right in its cloak, and the cloak just kind of goes to the ground and scatters outwards. It is gone.
Yay! I did a thing!
This one is going to step up to you and is going to roll a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. You take... Nope, that is the wrong one. You take 11 points of necrotic damage. And, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Your strength is reduced by 1.
Yeah.
Permanently?
You don't know. But as this thing strikes you, you feel a pulse of energy going through your... and you feel weaker as your muscles wither slightly.
Ooh.
So make a note of that. Ash, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the thing. I'm going to shoot it with the thing, throw out the 3 stones, and the lightning just hits every stone straight to it. In straight line. 13 again.
You strike out and you strike out and strike true, and a bolt of energy courses through it. Once again, doesn't quite have the effect you would have hoped.
That's fair enough. I'm going to move my cannon as far as I can. Let's see. Alright, there you go. And then bonus action, protector. Oh, I forgot to do it again. That's 7, if you need 7.
Okay.
And then I'm going to actually go towards the elephant. 5, 6, because I think the elephant's safe. That's the end of my turn.
Lily kind of turns around as you approach. She says, "Good job, good job, good job."
Oh yeah.
Reservoir.
All right. Well, you know, now I can see the fire genasi, and I don't want to do that. So, no, I'm actually gonna glance through this window here, and then I'll come back out, and I'll shout, "There are more of those bone things on the inside," and I don't think I come back one more. I think that's the only one I can see, but I don't know how far away.
It is the only one you can see. Yes.
Yeah.
Very far away.
Yeah, I can't get to that unless... Okay, so I will cast Chromatic Orb. And Acid didn't quite do all that I wanted, so let's try cold damage.
Okay.
At that one. Oh, 13. Sorry,
13
I don't know why that was at advantage.
Will hit, and as before, the cold doesn't seem to affect it as much. Its incorporeal form, not the cold, sort of doesn't really attach itself to its.
The cold doesn't bother them anyway.
You could say that. Warwick.
No.
Edge myself into the corner if I can, and try to strike him from behind.
Okay.
Again with the power attack. My sword halberd.
That'll hit, and with that, you strike upwards, and the robe cuts in half, and almost seems to burn away in the wind. It is gone. And so far, see the immediate threat has been dealt with.
But I can see more of those skeletons inside.
You can.
Lovely.
And the Mort is currently pushing against the door, saying, "Right, anyone help me get this fucking thing open?"
I'll use more movement to move back, and then we start moving properly out of combat,
Are
or
we
we still in
Are we
combat?
still in combat?
Let's stay in combat for now.
Okay,
Doesn't
so that's
matter.
where I could move within combat.
Okay.
Back to. That's not an ominous sound. The music went down, but when the GM goes, let's stay in combat.
Let's think about that.
Hmm.
Oh
We're
my
staying in
God.
combat for now. Alright.
Okay, so that's me. That's my turn going. I moved a little bit further back towards the door,
Okay.
so
Ava.
it's Ava.
So I'm guessing what we're planning on doing is trying to go inside and attack these minotaurs, right?
Hmm.
It seemed to be what Mort's
Skeletal.
planning.
That's what Mort's planning.
Let's see. Let's go this way. I want to just have a quick look-sees in the window. Okay.
Yeah, it's not good. That's what I
Yeah, it's not good. I've seen a few of them, but now I can see more.
Yeah.
I have an idea, but everyone's gonna hate me.
Oh god, no. I know that idea.
Should have given you that cloak. I have regrets.
I can't use the cloak yet. I haven't attuned to it, so.
I know, but I already have already regrets.
Hmm. Let me just think about this for 2 seconds. That was 20.
Okay. Ava's turn comes and goes.
No, wait, no. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Oh.
What you gonna do?
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start moving around the back. See, there's 25, and then I can dash. There's 25 there. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that
See-
cloak back.
I was in a position to watch something.
You just
Earlier?
watch as Ava just dashes and runs off. 20. Wait, hang on. Where was that? 20. So it's there in line with that window. And then I can use a key point to dash again.
To do more.
How far do I want to go? I'm gonna.
I
You know
can
what,
only
fuck it.
just
I'm here.
still
I may as
see
well go
to
all the
the
way around the
windows.
back.
Oh boy.
I didn't know Ava was
Okay.
taking a tour of the place.
She is.
As you run around the corner,
Dang it.
you see a sort of a building in front of you.
This one?
Right directly in front of you, a sort of a smaller outside little chapel area. And
I
to the
see
next,
that.
to the left of it, you see a pit in the ground.
I
And
don't
as
want...
you come around the corner, the smell of rotten flesh and decay fills your nostrils, and you see this sort of noxious odor, almost a vapor rising from this crypt.
I don't want to be anywhere near that, so I'm gonna go back this way and wait here.
I can see you again. Sky, do you want to
You can at least see where I am.
just? Unless I move. Sky, do you want to redo the initiative turn order so everyone's in order again?
Not just yet. Why? Did someone move? Hold on.
No.
That was. I mean, you do see. we'll come to that in a bit. As you move away, you hear from behind you, and phasing through the wall of that building, you see that same creature come out from last time, rush up behind you, and strike out towards you.
Yep, I
with
saw
a
that
21
one right
to
away.
hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits. Dang it.
Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Now they roll a good roll. That's BS. Oh, let's see. What did I get last time? I got a 12 last time and it was fine. Oh, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
fine. You take 8 points of necrotic damage, and again you feel this sort of force trying to drain your life energy, but you shake it off.
28.
Rhea is going to come up to the door with Mort, and she's going to turn around to Ash and say, "Shall we make our entrance, or do you want to wait? What's the plan?"
Well, fucking Chirpy ran off on her own. I think we need to go inside. We pursue her at least. Someone needs to go.
What will you?
Just go. Just break through. I'll provide support from
Fine.
the back.
3. She turns to Mort and says, 3, 2, 1, and they kind of push. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, natural 19. Easily push down the door with Mort's help, and force their way into the chapel area proper. And this is where we will rearrange the turn order.
I don't know what's inside that building, by the way.
That was Rhea's turn. Mort, having just done that, spins around, and she sees, "Fuck! Skeletons in here!" And
We've been
she
telling you that.
immediately starts to, first of all, she will bring in her spiritual weapon. She can move it 20 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20. That's all she can do. And she is going to shoot off a guiding bolt at this creature, which will definitely hit. And we'll resume combat. That is going to be 13 points of radiant damage to that. And that'll end her turn. As you see Mort she turns around, swears, and fires off a bolt of radiant energy. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, come on, wrong character sheet. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. You hear footsteps. And let's see what happens. It's going to be a +6. Oh yeah, that'll hit. 5, 8, 13, 17.
Ooh.
Plus 20. You see Mort's body fly backwards through the door as a Minotaur skeleton runs up with its head and just poof! With a forceful blow of its horns, throw her back 10 feet. She flies backwards and crashes to the ground, falling prone, taking a hell of a blow from that. And then it will step forward and take a swipe at Rhea with its great axe. Oh no, that's all it can do. It can only do one thing. But yeah, Mort goes flying backwards, crashing to the ground. And that'll end her go. That'll end the Minotaur skeleton's go, rather. This one's going to go... 5, 10, 15, 20. Burlock, it's your turn.
Well, having seen one of my allies just fly through the door, went, hush, bum. Runs up. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I attack through the door, or do you want me to move inside?
Yes, you can. The door is
Okay.
open. You can attack.
Alright. If I move over here, would that classify as attack of opportunity, or?
Over where? No, you could move that way. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have the movement speed to do so? Because passing through,
Right. Okay.
No, do
I
you
got
have the
35
movement?
movement.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because barbarian. That's right.
Yes.
So yes, yes, you can do that.
Yes. And having seen my ally just fly through the door, don't know if they're alive or not, I'm going to rage and I'm going to attack recklessly. So reckless attack, so he's got advantage on this roll.
I didn't roll initiative for that one.
And I am now going to keep my hammer up. So first attack.
A 17. You're recklessly attacking?
Yes.
Okay, 17 will hit.
So I'll get
Roll your
10 for
damage.
that one.
Okay, 10 points of damage. Bludgeoning. Yeah, again, your hammer appears to deal a heavier blow as it cracks through bones and ribs, breaking away parts of the skeleton into fragments.
And I should do that again.
Very nice. You strike it and pulverize this thing, and it is looking tattered and broken, almost in complete pieces. Ash, it is your go.
Okay, I'm gonna look around to see where Trippy went. I'm gonna yell at everybody and say, "Everyone, block the door! You, Starfish over there, go provide cover if you can." I'm gonna go run. Let's see, 60 feet this way.
You don't have to chase me. Oh my god.
I'm running.
You're not gonna catch up.
I know, I'm dashing though. I'm gonna also use my bonus action to do the cannon to provide a little bit of support to the other individuals. So, let's do it. Tucker. Oh, sorry, I keep doing that. 8, if anyone got hit. Yeah, end of my turn.
Okay. Fat Mort would have taken that as part of her temp HP. I forgot about that.
Yep.
So let me add that back. And now she's gotten 8 temp HP. Okay. Good to know. Reservoir, it's your turn.
Can I tell whether or not Mort is conscious?
Oh, she's conscious. First time she's been hit, and the sort of protective energy that Ash's cannon soaked up a lot of that hit, a lot of the damage she took. She's looking okay. It still was a heavy blow, but she's not looking too bad.
Yeah. And then my other question is, the windows, are they glass panes? Are they just like holes in the wall?
They are glass panes, yes.
Okay.
Stained glass windows.
Oh, so we can't jump through the windows?
You can.
You can.
And if you
want
break them.
You can certainly can, yeah. If
Okay.
you want to jump through glass.
All right. So seeing that Mort's not dead, I think I'm gonna go back, and
Break some
can
glass.
can I take my crossbow and just jam it against the glass and try and break it?
Yeah, easily done. Don't even need to roll for it because it's glass. You grab your crossbow, you smash through the window, and push, and it is now traversable.
Fantastic. I mean, I don't want to go in. I just want to have line of sight
Okay.
without going. I'm not getting in that mess.
Well, if it's
I
glass, it
will
is line of
go-
sight.
Well, line of sight without something blocking
Line of
my
attack.
Yes.
Yeah, line of attack is probably a better way to put it. And then this thing. Perfect.
I'm seeing these arrows and everything's black.
I was going
I'm
to say, hello,
going-
human.
To cast.
But no, it's the walls.
Melf's acid arrow on
Okay.
this one right here.
All right. Roll a hit.
Yeah, everything's plenty bright. It's just there's walls everywhere.
Yeah. And everyone's on the other side of those walls.
A
Oh, is everyone
16
inside now?
A 16 will definitely hit.
Perfect.
Roll a d20.
Well,
Oh, right.
Reservoir's on the north side. You're on the south
I'm assuming
side,
this is
I'm
my
on the
wild
side.
magic roll.
Yeah, I forgot to. You're fine. I
Okay,
forgot to
um,
add back in the thing where it does it automatically.
And it's going to take 2d4 acid damage at the end of its next turn
Okay,
as part of that spell.
good to know. Lulu is going to kind of fly in closer, but sort of remain hesitant, not getting in too close. Warwick, it's your turn.
Yeah, as I said, I'm on the outside, so let's screw the glass. And let's do. I turn to Lulu and just go like that, and then just disappear. As I misty step.
Okay. Where are you misty stepping to?
Sure.
Okay. Yes, you can. You can do that.
Yeah.
You glance over, look to the other side of the glass, and teleport to the side where you can. And now you see yourself inside this ruined chapel. 3 more skeletons surrounding you. You have your movement and your action.
Okay, I went one further than I needed to, but I couldn't see where I was going to. Now I actually get to move. To here. And attack.
Oh.
Oh, and is Misty Step a bonus action? It is too, so I can do
It
it.
is a
short time.
bonus action.
Oh
yes.
look, I can see you.
Yeah! Oh, wow! I can't see the thing attacking you, but I can see you too.
Oh hey, my back's turned to you because I'm fighting.
That's why I went down there. Because I knew Ash couldn't reach, but I know I could have. Let's do the attacks. Not power attacks. This is with the hammer side of the halberd, because the halberd has a pointy spike, it has an axe, and it has a hammer on the back.
$16 will hit.
With bludgeoning.
And, okay. Rules is written, it's sketchy, but I'll allow it. Seeing how blunt force seems to affect these things to a greater extent, you flip over your thing and bludgeon this thing right in the head, and the bone kind of cracks, leaving a decent dent in its skull.
Let's try that again.
And again, that will hit. You bash this thing in the side and break several ribs. It is now its go.
Don't like this part.
No.
It is going to move around you. So that would be 5, 10, 15. It is going to step backwards.
Oh, no.
Attack of opportunity?
And charge you.
Attack of opportunity.
You may.
I don't think it's good enough, but I saw this happening. Mm.
Oh, nice.
That'll hit. Oh, so close.
Oh no. That's right
Still
up
not
against
enough,
the
though.
wall that I'm beside.
And it charges at you and bashes you with its horns.
Yeah.
So that is going to be a
Pain.
21 to hit.
Hits.
Make a strength saving throw, please.
Okay.
Oh,
19.
nice. It runs back. You still take 14 points of piercing damage. Actually, no. You take... 17 points of piercing damage as it charges towards you and gores you and attempts to throw you back through the window. But you hold your ground and push it back. And you prevent yourself from being thrown.
I'm hearing some loud noises inside
Yeah.
through the
Indeed.
wall.
Ava, it's your turn.
It's my turn? Okay, well,
Yeah.
this thing that just came up to me and tried to attack me, I'm gonna, first off, I need to kill that. So, let's do a couple of attacks on it.
That'll hit. Strike it once.
Strike it twice.
Just hits.
How's it looking?
Rough.
Rough?
It is. Its form is now sort of wavy and ethereal and sort of almost
reckon I can probably-
translucent.
So I'll do one more. Nice.
And with that, you eviscerate it with 3 well-placed blows, channeling your ki through each strike. Its form blurs out of existence.
Okay, so is this window big enough to jump through?
Yes, if you were to try, if you wanted to.
Would it be an action or a bonus action to do that? Because I don't have any of those left.
You could.
Because for me, because I have the athlete feat, it's also like I can climb and stuff, and it doesn't.
You could
affect my
you
movement.
could do it. I will say, if you want to jump through it, make an acrobatics check. Actually, make a deck save.
A deck save.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like bring up my new cloak as well, so hopefully I don't get it completely over myself. Yeah.
Okay. You do not. You manage to brace yourselves against the sharpness of the glass as you dive through this window. You don't take any extra piercing damage from the broken glass, and you can be on the other side of that window.
With my... This is being weird. Can you move me inside?
Yeah, there you
Roll
go.
20's being really weird.
Dude, jumping through a window. I don't think that's a classified entry point.
Yeah, the roll 20's being weird. 5, 6. Can you move me up 2, maybe? Like I rolled past a little bit, probably say. Yeah, my roll 20's being...
No, you've got rules set up. Don't. Yep.
Hang on, I need a reset.
Just make sure. Yeah, no.
Every time I
Control-
click it, it's panning.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Go to
Oh,
the
you
arrow.
may have your scroll
Go to
wheel
select
like
mode.
set down. Ah, that could be why.
Top
You have
left
pan
arrow,
view select-
select mode.
You've got pan view selected. That.
No, I don't actually.
Oh, weird.
Just resetting
Okay.
it fixed it though. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that end your turn? Or have you?
I can't move any further, so.
Okay.
Out of movement? Wow.
This skeleton, another one. You look up, having dived through the window, standing up from prone, on one knee. You look up just in time to see another skeleton barrel towards you.
Oh.
Thank you, because that would have been me.
With a
I
nice
You're
do a
going back
cool
out the window.
move and then immediately get mowed down by a fucking minotaur.
And probably thrown back out that window.
roll a natural 1 though. Yeah, that's. You get the sense that's maybe what it's trying to do. Just misses you, but it runs up towards you. Again, trying to gore you and throw you back from where you came. But you duck out the way and roll to the side as its charge goes wide, missing you. Rhea's turn. Rhea is going to pull out her sword and swing at this creature right in front of her. Hit and miss. He swings once and takes it out with and it clatters in onto the ground in a pile of bones. And she will then she is going to move. What's she going to do? Yeah, she's going to move up and engage this one, which is going to take out its great axe and swing down at her.
Oh, that's a souvenir.
Missing with a 12. This huge, heavy axe swings down, and she raises her sword just in time to catch it. But her knees buckle beneath the impact as she parries the blow. Mort's go.
It takes an extra 2d4 damage of the acid from Milk's acid arrow.
Thank you. Oh yeah, you drew all that. -5. Mort is going to move in. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, she can get into range with it, and she is going to swing with her shovel at this creature with the flat of the blade, missing with a 6, but then she will bring in her spiritual weapon and try again as a bonus action, definitely hitting with a 26. And that'll deal 2d8, 4, 5, plus 9 points of damage to the Minotaur with her spiritual weapon. That Minotaur skeleton is dead. That one has 2 turns for some reason. Did I make a mistake?
No, you just deleted the one which was above it. They were both on 9.
No, yeah, it does have 2 turns for some reason. It was on 12 as well. Never mind. Burlock, it's your turn.
Okay, well, sorry about that earlier. Seeing that the one in front of me has died, I go. You see this very, very small angry dwarf running, hammer up in the air, going ah! Oh, actually, can I get flanky? Give me a sec. Sorry about that. No, I can't. Alright.
That's not quite flanking, no.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
It would have to be this one here for flanking.
Yeah, I can't get there because I've got 35. Oh no, I can get there for 35.
Okay.
Yeah, because you go diagonally.
That's what I was thinking. I'll get flanking, no reckless, still raging, Warhammer one-handed.
Okay.
4, 8, 21, 4, 7.
That'll hit. Again, the impact crushes through this thing's form.
Can you say I'm
First strike.
trying to kneecap it?
Yeah. Well, let's see how you roll.
Okay, so second roll.
And with that, you strike at it again, cracking at its knees, and it's like buckles, but it's still standing.
And that's my turn.
All right, Ash, it's your turn.
Okay, well, I can see what Ava has done. So seeing that she went inside, I'm probably going to make my way inside as well. I'm going to move... is this like a ledge of some kind right here?
Yeah, but it's just a small step up. It's not.
Okay.
Actually,
so...
I will say it'll take you 10 feet to get up as opposed to 5.
Okay. So I was asking. Okay, so 10, 15, 20, 30. Okay. Well, I can see everything now. Everything.
Those windows are still intact.
Yeah. Can I break it and use?
I would say you can break it as a bonus action.
Okay, that's fair. All right, I'll break it with my with the crossbow and just kind of just boom, just break it all through, and then I'm going to
The Genasi way.
the Genasi way. Easily done.
Yeah.
I don't have any other weapons.
So on the back of the bus is a crossbow, and it's got in case break glass with a crossbow.
Exactly. I'm just gonna see the 3 on the top, and then I see the 1 on the bottom. I don't see the one attacking Warwick, but you know what? It's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm going to throw the stones and hit the ray to the one in front of Ava.
Wait, did you say
That
3 on
will
the top?
hit. That will hit.
Yeah. Well, I throw 3 stones.
casting up your conductive stones, a bolt of lightning strikes against it and it convulses slightly. But it is still standing and still focused. Reservoir.
All right. Just because I have to, I'll take a couple steps inside and kind of make my way through the window.
Okay, make a dex save to avoid getting
Cut
damaged
by
by the
glass.
glass. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nice.
Yeah, you're fine. You managed to gingerly avoid the worst of the jagged edges.
Fantastic. And then I am going to spend a sorcery point, and I am going to twin chromatic orb. So also spending another first level spell slot, going after both this one and this one down here.
Okay, roll a hit twice.
All right. So this is for the one on the top and the one on the bottom.
So close. You strike the first one, which is being surrounded by your allies, and in a burst of acid, the bone starts to dissolve as you take it out completely. But you just because it's so far away and there's so much going on directly in front of you, your next shot goes ever so slightly wide and strikes the wall behind it.
All right, and I'll do the.
You're fine.
And then that'll be my turn.
Alright. Lulu is going to kind of like gingerly poke her head inside and just kind of like check around the corner, see that main fighting is quite far away, and stay put. Warwick, it's your turn.
Back down to the southern end. Move around. Just to stop him from doing that charge at me again. That ramp up. And yeah, all the way around, and then try to do my attacks again with the hammer side.
All right, that'll hit. With the first one, even with the first attack, you take it out.
Okay.
And
then move that way for this next one.
You've used your full movement.
Have I? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep, to go all the way around. So you started here. 5,
I
10,
did too.
15, 20, 25, 30. Technically, yeah. Oh, wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, no, you can move one more. My mistake.
Okay, one more. Yay! And
I forgot I was counting, you weren't cutting corners.
do you want me to roll again?
So.
Or do you want to use that
No,
one?
that second one I'll keep it. And you strike a blow against this one, crushing it again, taking a part of its arm.
And for my bonus action.
Technically, you can use a full attack because.
Oh, I can. Oh, I've already done it. Don't worry.
Just for future.
Yeah, Yep, no problem. Already done it.
And that
7.
you strike it again, and it is starting to look rough. That skeleton is dead. Ava, it's your turn.
Yep. I'm gonna hit it a couple of times, I think. Moving around it to avoid being charged.
Do you realise why Warwick moved around?
Why is that?
No, does Ava realise why it moved around? So it doesn't disengage and then charge again.
Sure.
Does Ava realise that?
Probably not. I'm going to do some attacks. First one. Ooh.
That'll just hit. With that,
Wow.
I'm gonna go for its legs.
yeah, you sweep the leg, and with your forceful strikes, the bones, the knees shatter, and it falls to the ground at the impact of its head. Where Warwick had already made a hole in its skull, the skull shatters, and it ceases to move.
Nice. Okay, let's see. So we get that.
So
And
far,
then can I check? I see Reservoir is probably up to something.
Is there any others?
My bonus action.
You don't see any others, no.
Do I want to use another bonus action dash? I'm going to bonus action dash. Because I probably noticed that Reservoir is facing this way, I think.
No, I was facing this way.
You're facing that way?
Or at least, yeah, that's where I was throwing balls of acid.
Okay, so this probably isn't, so I won't bonus action dash. So yeah. What is this here?
That, you see, there are beaded curtains. Sort of heavy weighted curtains blocking off entrance into this next part of the crypt.
Yeah. Well, I used all my movement, so I'm gonna bonus action pop a healing potion.
Come on.
Because I kind of need one. What is it? It's 1d4 plus 4?
2d4 plus 2 for a basic healing potion. Mort,
6.
seeing the threat being dealt with, she kind of moves around here and sort of looks over into this sort of area to the north. Reservoir, you've been here before. This was essentially where she lived. You sat down, you had tea just as Eltra was pulled under, and she kind of looks over, rushes up to check the piles of buried items and furniture and starts rummaging through.
I'll follow her.
Yeah. She's looking through and just, the bastards. It's gone.
More, what are you looking for?
A staff. I was looking for a staff. Something I had here. I didn't have the time to grab it before we had to run. Maybe it's somewhere else. She kind of starts to make her way back and calls out, "Is anyone hurt? Badly hurt?"
I'm feeling a little weaker.
I'm gonna stealth and move up to this beacon.
I will wipe the blood off my wounds and give myself 5 hit points back. Anyone else hurt? Mort? Ava?
No. I took a heavy blow there, but thanks to you, she points to you, Ash, thanks to your little thingy-majiggy over there, that's a bloody good thing, that is, whatever that is.
It's experimental, at least. And I just kind of pick it up and put it on my shoulder. It's experimental for now, but it helps, at least for now. It's still in progress.
You're bloody right, it helps.
I'm gonna move it so there's a beaded curtain and try and very carefully peek inside.
Alright. Stealth, okay, with the 23 stealth. Let me just check something.
I just want to have a little tiny peek.
You peek in through the curtain. You peek in through the curtain. And just
mainly just want to make sure nothing's there.
You peeking through the curtain, you see 3 figures standing there. You see 2 insect-like creatures holding tridents, grey, chitinous shells covering their 6-limbed forms with fierce yellow and orange eyes. 2 kind of pincers in the mouth, clattering, and they're kind of looking around.
I put my hand up to hopefully quiet the group.
And amongst them, you see, well, let me show you what they look like.
And here's a picture.
Those things.
Let's get that zoom in properly and show.
Lovely.
I know what these are. These are great.
And standing amongst them, you see this individual.
Ooh. Okay.
And they're kind of like they're kind of watching the beaded curtain. And
Do they see me?
they did not seem to see you, no. You kind of just by chance managed to get a peek in while they were looking the other way. But they kind of start to turn back towards your direction. You quickly shut the curtain and duck back.
I'm gonna like sneak back. And I kind of like indicate to these guys to be quiet and to move over this way. Like to move this way. So we can hopefully have a little chat about what that was without them hearing.
I'm going to walk over towards Ash, and I'm going to hit her on her head. Just thunk. Just stop moving forward by yourself. This is the problem. This is the problem.
It worked. Also, be quiet. There's things in there.
Yeah, but there's always time for lecturing. Just don't.
What sort of things?
How many? What sort?
There's like 3 bugs things with tridents and a big wizardy looking guy. I'm whispering, by the way.
I immediately put my hand on Mort's shoulder.
What is wizardly looking? What we're looking at?
When you say wizardly looking guy, be specific.
He's like really tall and like skinny, and he's got like dark skin and very colorful outfit.
It's fucking him. It's fucking him. She kind of, you see the knuckles on her hand tighten on her shovel. Get that fucking bastard.
Do you know? I think they're expecting us to come through the beaded curtain. Do you know any other way into that room?
Is there 2 beaded curtains?
Other than there's 3. There's one on the other side as well. But other than that, only the stairs up from the crypt below.
Shall we attack from both
I
sides?
saw a door outside. Also, around the back, there's kind of this pit that stinks and has like purple, misty stuff. It's kind of creepy.
That's new. That's certainly not been there before.
Let's focus on the bad people right next door. Shall we attack from both sides at once?
Yeah.
Focus our
That was
efforts.
the plan I was going for, to like jump through the window and attack on the other side.
They haven't heard us all this combat before, then obviously they're ready. Probably. I mean, it's just.
But we can still give it our best chance and surround them from all 3 entrances.
Yeah. Focus the targets. Watch out for casting spells.
Fair
The
enough.
old adage, gimp the wizard. Well,
Is that well?
It's quite
I've heard-
insulting.
I'll go
I've
after
heard
the
other
wizard.
words. Yeah.
the enemy wizards. The enemy spellcasters.
Yes. No, we understand, soldier. We get
I'll
it.
go after the wizard.
Oh, I don't
Who's,
know why.
who's
I
getting a
said
torch?
Sorry. No, sorry. I set as a torch for some reason. Anyways, I'm gonna give everyone 9 temporary HP. Whoever needs it.
Ooh, thank you.
I need it back. So 9 is what it is, yep.
Plant it right there. I'm gonna back up towards the door in case I need to run. All right, I'm good.
I'll
So,
nod for
north,
Mort to come
I'll
around.
go south.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, I'll
this
go
with
north
me.
if that's a thing.
Wait,
I'll
which side was
follow-
Which side was closer to the wizard?
The far side.
To the side
Opposite
I'm
way-
on?
Opposite where you were.
Oh, I'm going to go to that side then, because I want to fight the wizard.
I'm
Okay.
gonna point Burlock towards where Ava's going. Just go that way. That way.
I'm going this way.
Yeah, I'm going the opposite.
Well,
Let's go for the wizard.
uh,
No, you two go. No, you two go south. There's another entrance.
yeah, there's 3 entrances.
Oh,
We're here.
where's Raina
I-
going?
Rhea, go with. If Burlock's going south, Rhea goes over here.
Rhea starts to follow you, Ava. Just, I'll be with you. I'll be with you.
All right.
Sweet.
And then me and Elephant are a team in the back. Sounds good. All right, cool.
Are you
So we
ready?
didn't exactly form a. I turned to.
I would like
Reyna,
everyone
so
to roll
do
a
we-
stealth check.
Do we just charge in?
I was waiting for that.
I'm so bad at stuff.
But I stayed at the door.
Frick. I'm gonna. Should I use my inspiration? I don't think there's gonna be.
I'm going to be
much of a point.
using the D4, but I don't think it's even a point. No, I'll use my
There's
D4.
much of a
I
point
do have a
in using
D4 from
my
chat
inspiration.
just to raise that
Actually,
3 higher.
I will use my inspiration, so hopefully he doesn't know that I'm coming. So I'm gonna re-roll that. Please be better. Yeah, I'm stealthy.
So this is my... I've got a 7 or an 8 instead of a 3 and a 4.
Okay.
It's not as
Well,
bad.
you have plate armor, so that would be a 7.
Yeah. So that was what it is, yeah.
Yeah. You carefully tread your way around, and particularly from the south, Burlock and Warwick, the two of you can't help it, but your armor clatters. And as you kind of prepare yourselves to dive through, you hear a voice from the other side. I hear you out there. Don't be too hasty.
I nudge Warwick.
Yow.
Ah, you citizens of Elturel. Come now, come. Let us have a civil conversation.
I'm guessing he's focused on them two, considering he's just meowed. I'm just gonna peek through the curtain.
I keep my hand on Mort's shoulder.
She says, don't fucking trust him. Don't fucking trust him.
Why
Yeah.
are you interested if we're citizens of Elturel? We're just tourists here, possibly.
This place is dangerous. You should leave. I can't help but notice you've already taken out some of my battalion. That just means less things to defend you if the demons come.
The demons are already here.
Precisely.
But we're defending others from you.
Who are you? Show yourselves. Or are you going to hide behind that curtain forever?
I don't mind hiding. I'm not good with it. But I don't mind hiding.
So, can I peek?
You peek through.
Who are you?
I am Gideon Lightward, and I am a slayer of demons sent to destroy them by the angel. Who are you?
You're a slayer of demons sent by who?
The angel.
Which angel? There's several of them. Heck, we've got one with us.
I have not the wherewithal to speak her name. I would not blaspheme, for she is always watching.
So a secret angel who you can't even say the name of because they are super, super real.
Can you write it?
Ooh, that's a
Which
good one.
way
Are you able to write their name? Slip it under the door, maybe.
Do not
Promise
be
we won't read
foolish.
Which way is he facing? And all the
I'm
enemies in the room
no.
You
facing?
peek in, and as you do so, one of the creatures turns towards you. And
I
he
had
starts
a
to
27 still.
Oh, okay. No, he's facing towards where. Okay, in that case, never mind. Oh yeah, you re-rolled. That's right.
Yeah.
He's facing towards where Warwick and Burlock are. So this curtain here, as that's where he's hearing voices coming from.
Did his 3 guards? How alert do they look?
They're looking kind of they're kind of like scanning between the 3 curtains, and curiously you see a set of stairs leading downwards, and they're also checking there. You notice.
So, what are your plans with the people of Elturel?
I plan to do whatever means necessary to cleanse this place of the demonic scourge. You've seen it, haven't you? Demons, foul creatures of the abyss, pouring forth. I would destroy them by any means necessary.
I haven't seen much. We're new to the place. We've just arrived.
Enough of these games. Show
What
yourselves.
So can I ask, have we seen demons or has it mostly been devils that we've been
You've
seeing?
seen both. You've seen both.
Okay.
And
I mean,
welcome
the
in,
Blood
Damned
War
Moose.
is a-
Thank you for the raid.
The Blood War is occurring directly below the city, so despite the fact that this is a infernal plane, there are both demons and devils invading this city. They fight
Okay.
each other as much as the citizens, but there is still both in the city.
Okay.
So, what was the name of the demon god? Or sorry, the god, the patron god of this place, which you keep Azariel. That's the. So is Azariel the name that you can't speak?
You fool. She is always listening. She will know. She will punish you for that blasphemy.
You know she was the one that caused this.
Don't be foolish.
She made the contract to bring this place down here,
And where better to
and now
fight
you're
the
working
abyss
for her.
than on the front lines. I work with anyone who would fight against the abyss.
Yet you don't work for your god that used to be around.
There's no response.
You know, God of the dead. You abandoned your church. I'm sure this would have been a nice place
I am
before you
protecting
abandoned
this
it and
city.
abandoned all those around it, and did you have like people attend church every weekend? What was happening? I mean, come on.
Can I
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, this is when you go, everyone.
Yeah.
can I
This is when you attack.
can I cast message and point to where I'm hearing Warwick's voice come from and say, ask him why he raised the dead here, if you don't mind.
If I can hear the message, if that gets through.
You can, yes.
Why did you raise the dead here?
Because the dead are soldiers who feel no pain, feel
But
no
that's
sorrow.
But that's against the faith of this church. Your faith.
Faith is meaningless without works. Faith without action is as worthless.
So instead of just bringing the living population of Elturel down into hell, your god or your angel, who's not an angel by the way, she's clearly fallen. She wants the graveyard as well to fight for her. That's a bit sick.
I was given certain powers with which to protect the living people in this city. The dead need no longer their bodies. They have abandoned their bodies, and so I repurpose them for fighting. Because the undead
And-
make for the perfect soldiers.
And they
No
threaten
fear,
the living people.
No pain. Do they now? Where's your evidence for this accusation?
Well, we got attacked. We were just tourists, I'm sure.
You come
We're just
bearing
visiting.
arms.
We're not citizens of Elturel.
You come bearing arms. You strike first.
Do you not bear arms to a church? Oh, you mean weapons?
Enough of this chit chat.
Yeah, it's at any point when he seemed thoroughly distracted, I want to jump
can
in.
go.
And
You can
No.
interrupt and
I
go.
just couldn't butt in the conversation.
Okay.
Butt in. Butt in anytime.
You. All right. What are you doing?
So I'm gonna like just kind of
My job was to piss off, that's all.
jump in, literally,
All
and
right.
try and land at him and start hitting him.
The second you dive through the curtain, that's right. I'm going to put you on the other side of this curtain. Oh no, that's right.
That's Reno.
Second
So
you
I
dive
do
on the
a
other
long
side.
jump. Oh, he's so far
Second-
away.
Second you dive on the other side of this curtain, he glances towards you, sees your intent to attack. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution? I've already used my fucking inspiration. Dang it. Please. Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm gonna run at him.
you
Try
take
and tackle him.
Be nice if someone actually just cast like a little boop in there.
You take 17 points of necrotic damage
Oof.
as he glances towards you, and the withering energy of his gaze seeps into you, and he says, "You have a warning. Do not try to fight me."
Oh, I still run at him,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attempt to tackle him.
And
In
I think
that
that's our
case-
cue from the other side.
Yeah, I think
let's-
that's.
Let's roll initiative.
Oh,
I'm
you don't have choice.
guessing I don't get my.
He was prepared. So
He
you
was
don't get a
prepared.
surprise. You don't get a surprise round. Let's bring back the music.
Dang.
It
Come
would
on.
be nice
Oh,
if we had
there's
some
only 2 of the bug
grenades.
things. I thought there was 3.
Yeah, it wouldn't be nice if we had some grenades right now.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can drop
Okay.
some acid.
Hold on. Let me just.
That came out wrong. I can drop an acid fireball. I can drop an acid fireball.
And there's your clip for the day, everyone. You can drop some acid.
Yeah, don't do drugs, boys and girls. Don't do drugs.
Okay.
Oh,
Hold on. Once again, I have to roll several. And
So, just a quick recap. We are in Avernus. We are in the graveyard of Avernus, and this guy is raising undead armies to worship the Queen of Avernus, the ruler of Avernus. Yeah, she's
I don't know.
not a nice person. So that's kind of what's been happening.
I'm gonna do Mort.
Uh,
Gotta do Mort.
and we're on both sides of the curtains to try to attack.
3 sides.
3 sides. We're 3? I didn't know we got to 3. I can only see
Yeah,
from my
we got-
perspective.
Mort and myself on one.
And Rhea, again, so much going on. I'm not even gonna roll for Lulu because she's not combatant. Okay.
Derailed Justice, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. We're just about to have
Yay.
combat where we're all probably going to die.
And
But
drop
if we
some
do
acid.
die, we're going to get resurrected as undead.
Okay.
So I don't
Top
know if that's
of the round. Surprise, surprise. Ava, you're going first.
Yeah, I'm tackling him.
Okay. How are you? What are you doing?
So I'm
Are
gonna
you
run up to
grappling
him.
or?
What do I exactly want to do? So I'm going to do my normal hit, but I think I want to do Flurry of Blows. So use a key point for Flurry of Blows, and then I'm going to do an open hand technique on one of them to push
Okay.
him back.
All right. So you move up.
So I get to do 4 attacks. Yeah. So I move up right in front of him. It's kind of like running, and I'm just quickly, just absolutely like kind of like doing a bunch of hits. So 1, 2, 3. Last one with pushing him back. 4.
So that is a total of 16, 22, 31 points of damage.
And can
Very
you take
nice.
a saving, strength saving throw? Or get pushed.
What's the DC? It doesn't matter. 22.
Oh.
You try and push him back, but he holds on, and then he is going to.
Key point.
Let's see.
Sup?
You see, as you punch him once, 2 or 3 times, leaving nasty-looking bruises on the side of on his body, and leaving a cut across his face as you strike. And as you look, you see that cut start to knit itself closed. And he looks down at you and grins, "Insolent girl!" And he is going to attempt to punch you. First one is a 11. Nope.
Misses.
Natural 1. I'm rolling like crap tonight. Just misses. Yeah, he strikes you once, twice, but you're kind of ducking out the way of his strikes, and he snarls at you.
A spellcaster trying to punch things.
The mage who's run out of spells before cantrips enters.
The sun, suddenly from downstairs, you hear. You hear this unearthly sort of screeching scream, and you start to hear movement as creatures start to appear from below the stairs, seemingly in response to the sudden sound. And Gideon kind of turns around and says, "Shit, they're coming! Fight for me or you will die here now. This is your last warning, girl." Rhea is going to run in and see these two sort of insect-like creatures turning to face you. She runs up and interposes herself between it and you, and swings down twice. Hitting once, hitting twice, with 8, 12, 18 points of damage to that creature, which is going to strike back at her. Let's have a look at its character sheet. What can it do? Oh, wow. It is going to... attack once with its claws and once with its trident against her. So the first one is going to be a natural fucking 1. God damn. Just misses. And the second one with the trident, holding it with 2 hands, pokes out towards 18 to hit, which will just hit. So she takes 5 points of piercing damage, which will come off her temp HP, and you must remember to do that. Okay, Warwick, it's your turn. Presumably you push through the curtain.
Yay, I can see.
Push through the curtain.
Oh,
and,
okay.
That's what you see before you.
So let's move in to flank Rhea with Rhea and hit these weird creaturey things.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not going to power attack just Two attacks the halberd.
Alright.
Oh, it's with advantage, isn't it?
Yep.
can
First
use
one
the-
hits.
yeah.
The second one will miss.
Second one's a 24.
Second one's 24. That will hit.
If it's advantage.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Both hit
Sorry.
for 20 points of damage. It's starting to look rough, but it's not down yet.
Okay. I'll do the butt attack. This time I should click advantage, so disadvantage. And butt strike.
That'll hit.
Damn. I thought maybe. Not enough damage.
Okay. Alright. Burlock, it's your turn.
Going through the curtain, I will have dropped my rage earlier, so I'll rage again, and I'll rage against the bug of the shitless armathurst person.
Mm.
And I will. Yes, I'm raging. So down to one rage left. And I will attack this thing for 2. Well, for
Alright.
2 attacks, hopefully. With a 13.
13 will miss. As this thing, far more dexterous and seemingly combat trained than the hulking monstrosities you fought before, which quickly blocks your incoming blow with its trident.
Using the motion of the trident, does a spin around action and does it one-handed. Using the force and fails miserably.
Yep, you strike once, twice, but it is ting, ting, blocking both of your blows. Ash, it's your turn.
You're muted.
No? Oh, Will.
Will, yeah.
Whoopsies! I meant. Let me just re-say what I was gonna say. I can't see anything. It's a giant wall in front of me.
That's right.
Madam.
Okay, you push aside the curtain. Oh wait, you
Yeah,
should be
now
able
I
to
can
see.
Yeah, I can see now. Yeah, I was right here. And then I'm going to look around and then see all of this. And instead of the bugs, I'm going to attack the person. Everyone knows to attack the mage, so
Gimp the
throw
mage.
the 3 stones and just woof. Ah! Ow! That was terrible. Let's see.
Yep. Roll a d100.
Okay.
I don't know what that initiative is. That's for more.
This is my
Yeah,
first
for
crit.
some reason it didn't register.
This is my first crit fail of the actual campaign.
I will have a go next to
I
make
hope
up
you
for
turn into a potted plant.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine. It doesn't. You strike out and he ducks out the way, but it's just a miss.
By the way, I did roll 100. 100. So it's fantastic. Yeah. Alright, end of my turn. I'm gonna move the Eldritch Cannon. I don't think it's in range. Oh, it is a little bit. I guess. I don't know what's happening behind the wall, so I guess Protector is fine. 6 if they need it. Oh my god, so many now. Oh my goodness!
That's only gonna reach Rhea.
Okay, that's fair. All these
And
ones.
she's got more than that anyway, so
Yeah, that's fair. No problem.
okay. Again, you start to hear more movement scurrying up from below. As you see more of these weird creatures start to appear from below, from coming up from the stairs from the crypt below. Kind of. Let me show you the token. What
Oh,
these
lovely.
things look like,
Shift Z.
or rather, I can
Oh,
do
boy.
this.
Oh no.
Weird,
Oh.
green, disgusting-looking, almost like a hideous combination of pig and goblin. They start to come scurrying up from the depths below.
I resent that they were goblin. No, they don't look like a goblin.
It's more like a man.
Horrifying, a horrifying
Pig
version of that.
mixed with like a green ape-like creature.
Reservoir, it's your turn.
All right. Well, it
Pretty-
sounds like we're going in.
Okay.
So I'll hop in, and yeah, I feel like Reservoir's of the opinion that the best person to go and try and take down is going to be this wizard. So I'll do a level 2 chromatic orb, and I will use Tides of Chaos to gain advantage on that roll because I want to hit this guy.
Okay.
Cast a level 2. There we go.
So many dice.
12
for both.
will just hit. Actually, no, it will hit. This guy's not wearing a lot of armor.
Fantastic.
Hey, can you do me a favor and roll on the wild magic table, please?
I can, yes. Oh, I didn't even do that much damage.
Potted plant, potted plant, potted plant.
Wild magic.
Okay.
Oh.
Roll a d10.
This is a fun one. Okay.
So you get younger by 7 years. How old are you now?
Oh
No,
gosh.
describe what happens.
Oh gosh. Wait. Okay, let me do the math.
I'm guessing she was a young character then, with that reaction.
Probably a teenager.
She was already pretty young.
She's probably gonna be a teenager now.
So I have in my backstory that this has happened to her before. So Reservoir pops out and hurls a ball of acid. And she doesn't get any shorter, she's still old enough that she hit her main height, but sort of creases around her eyes fade away a little bit, and Reservoir is now 18.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. She was 25 before.
Because
I was thinking 11.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
like I
she's-
was worried she was gonna be like 14 or something.
Are you?
It would
are
not
you,
be my first time playing a 14-year-old character.
Are you old enough to legally drink? Oh.
Depends on the country.
Depending on the
Yeah.
country.
Actually, yes. In Australia, she's still allowed to drink.
Mort,
In my country,
because,
she's not. But neither am I.
Because I forgot, because the initiative didn't register, I'm gonna have Mort go now, and then have a usual initiative from next round. She runs in and she says, "Leave him alive if you can. I've still got some questions." And she says, "You fucking traitor! Fuck you!" And she strikes her shovel into the ground, and golden orbs start to encircle around Mort as she casts Spirit Guardians. So let me mark off that spell and check what the radius of that is. For some reason,
It's a pretty good radius.
yeah. For some reason, the
I
character
think it's
sheet
like
is
20
being
feet.
really 15-foot radius.
15.
Okay. So let's add that in. Come on. Oh my god, roll 20, please. I beg you. Why can't I edit the character sheet? Roll 20. Please.
You can't edit the
Where's-
character sheet
there we
because you're
go.
being a mean
There we
GM.
go. There we go. She casts, and you see these kind of spiritual forms contrasted with the ones you fought outside who were kind of gaunt and horrified. You see spirits of soldiers in full regalia, proud, kind of encircle around and draw weapons and start to sort of phase through and strike at the fiends before her. That will end her turn. She can't do anything else. So now you see two more of these creatures start to emerge from from below. They kind of all start to scutter. This Mesoloth's go. He is going to. Gideon barks a command at this creature, and he runs. Is going to. What can he do? He can't get past you two. Should I be really mean?
Yes. Please.
No.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay. Kind of the chitin kind of bristles and it belches out this noxious fume, which bellows out from it in a radius around it. I need Mort, Ava, Rhea, Warwick, and Burlock to make Constitution saving throws.
My name was in there, great.
And the wizard.
Dang it!
Okay.
I ran out of luck.
This is why I should have kept up with the paladins and not went to fighter. I'm
Let's have a
safe,
look.
hopefully,
All right.
but I could have helped others. Whoops.
Can't wait till I'm immune to poison.
Okay.
Then Ava can drink alcohol and not get drunk.
Mort is going to make a Constitution save. Okay. So, bear with me on this.
Amy, that doesn't look good for you.
No, it doesn't.
Ava, you take 29 points of poison damage.
Oh, do I go down?
Everyone else takes 14.
Yeah, I go down. I was on 26.
Oh, I need a roll. I need a roll for
10
Rhea.
hit points. Do you
10
have
hit
any?
points.
No, I have none. Like, I ran out.
Rhea.
Ooh.
Rhea fails as well.
14. Since I'm raging, that gets half, so I take 7.
Are you a dwarf? Check your resistance.
I was gonna start screaming at the guy and questioning him, but I guess I'm not gonna do that now.
Yes.
Don't worry,
A 7
Mort
throws against
will cover
poison.
screaming.
So I'm double resistance anyway.
Okay.
I was gonna be like, what are those things? What are you doing?
Damn, it is poison, isn't it?
It is poison, yes.
Alright.
Because you get resistance from bear and dwarf, they don't stack. You just have straight resistance. So for you pass. So that would be reduced to 7.
Okay. Because I got the
And,
advantage on saving throws to poison.
And I'm just gonna use. I don't have a good. Here we go. Yes, I do. I'm gonna use a fog cloud. And that area around it is heavily obscured by this lingering.
Do you want to put it
this
to the back layer?
Yeah, why not?
Thank you. Now we can see. Yep.
Technically, misread it. Yeah, no, that would happen at the beginning of your turn, but we'll just say those will stay that, but it comes into effect at the beginning of your turn. So
as far as you
that
know,
case-
she's good.
well, it was Ava's turn next anyway. So yeah.
And now you drop.
Just before that, you hear as scurrying up from the darkness, you see a giant yellow creature of chitin, this gigantic scorpion, dashes up from below and approaches top of the round. Ava, you take that damage. You would take it now, and you coughing, spluttering as the poison fills your lungs. You pass out and collapse to the ground. Mort cries out and is going to run over to you and drop a 3rd level Cure Wounds.
Oh.
So you regain 28 hit points as she kneels down, grabs you, and you feel this life kind of fill your lungs. And you are now up 28 hit points. The cloud is lingering though, and she is going to step. What's she gonna do? Yeah, she's looking rough, so she's gonna step outside the cloud. Gideon cannot take attacks of opportunity unless can he? Has he got blind sight? Nope. Inside the cloud, you can't see shit. It is heavily obscured, and you can't see much of anything at all.
You just hear a lot of coughing.
Yeah, you hear a lot of coughing and spluttering. Gideon, seemingly unfazed by this, is going to... He's going to step out. He's going to follow the sounds of footsteps. Step outside. And Reservoir, you see him kind of look towards Mort and kind of turn around and instead glare at you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. So, yeah. 7.
Okay, you take 10 points of necrotic damage as he almost seems to go for more, then hesitates, looks around, and instead glares at you. And
I would certainly rather him go for me.
Piercing, like, withering gaze strikes into your body, and you feel yourself your muscles kind of atrophy and tighten, but you shake off the worst of the effect. Coming up now, the chittering and scurrying and you hear, none of you see much of anything, but you don't see anything, but you hear running out. Creatures kind of start to dash out. Let's see, it's got 5, 10. Well, one sec. Are they immune to poison? Yes, they are.
Damn.
So they run out 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to go there, and you hear this, and it's going to strike out at just anyone it can kind of vaguely make out the form of, with disadvantage. So this is going to be a natural 1 and a 14 to hit. So yeah, it doesn't hit anything. You hear the sounds of like claws scraping through the dark, and Warwick, you feel something clang against your plate armor, but it doesn't strike true. Rhea, taking that damage, is going to step out, coughing and spluttering, and she is going to, taking 10 steps backwards, she's going to turn around, see Gideon, and charge towards him, and strike at him twice. With a... That'll hit. 2d10. 8. 14. 20 points of damage. As she strikes against this... Oh, I forgot to roll for spiritual weapons for Gideon. So it's a wisdom saving throw for him. Natural 20. He still takes half, though. Spiritual weapon is what damage? It is
500.
It's a D8 plus wisdom modifier.
Not spiritual weapon, spirit guardians.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
3d8. So it takes half. 6, 9, 14. You see he kind of like is flinching against the oncoming force of these kind of spirits. They look like the spirits of the citizens of this city, kind of swirling around Mort and striking at this this sort of horrific priest-turned-vampire. Next, it's this creature's go.
Priest turned what?
He is a vampire.
Vampire.
Haha.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Warwick. A 26 to hit you.
Oh, I thought it was my go. Yes, it does. Is that with
26 to hit
disadvantage?
you. No, it's with advantage because these things have true sight. And even with that, that is going to be a 16 on the second, which will miss. So the first one, you feel these claws rake against your neck for 2d4. 2, 4, 8 points of slashing damage against you from behind you. And you turn around with your halberd just to block an incoming trident, which you don't see, but instinctively you kind of bash aside an oncoming blow. It is now your turn. You take the damage that you took before at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And what would you like to do? You are still surrounded by this horrific cloud.
I was going to move to here, then to here, and I wasn't expecting to have an opportunity, but it's going to happen. So would you like to do that from...
Yes.
I didn't expect the true sight.
21 to hit. 21
Yes.
to hit. As you kind of like try and rush your way out of this cloud, you feel
hold
the
on.
trident.
No, it's a hit. Yep. Yep.
You take 5 points of piercing damage. As the
Sorry, I just
trident
had-
finds its way into between the plates of your armor near your waist.
Yep. I just had the Shield of Faith from last session on still.
Okay.
And so move up to there, and then... Hello.
Can you move
Bonus
that
action. Yes, I can.
far? That was all. 5, 10, 50, 20, 25,
Misty Step, 30 feet.
35 foot Misty Step. All right. Good to know.
Oh, look, I'm flanking.
Yes, you
And
are.
So my normal attacks in his back with advantage. Sorry, Burlock, I'm assuming you can deal with it, at least for a go. Or you're going to be smart enough to get the hell out of there.
70 will hit.
So I'm also going to do this as well.
Both will hit.
Yeah. I'm also going to do this as well. Easy undead, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a critical? No. There we go.
Okay. You strike at this priest, and the radiant energy pulses through him, and he screams this horrific scream as the radiant energy burns him way more than you're used to. It sears his skin, and he turns towards you, fury in his eyes, and first time you see fear as well. Burlock, it's your turn. You cannot see what the fuck's going on. And this cloud, it's not as bad for you, but it's still pretty fucking awful.
Oops, sorry, that was me. Pressing the wrong button.
Everyone's moving. I don't know.
Well, what would Burlock do right now?
He's raging. He won't think. He'll just attack anything at the moment. Actually, if that's the case,
Okay.
then
So you take that 7 points of damage
Yep.
now, and
I won't move out of the cloud. I will just use my hammer and just try to hit whatever's around me.
all right, make roll a hit. What are you going for?
I will attempt to hit the demon here.
All right, roll with
Well, I
disadvantage.
assume the demon is with
because-
disadvantage.
Yeah, you can't. Disadvantage because it is heavily obscured.
Yep.
That'll hit.
Mm-hmm. I feel the
points of
hammer
damage.
actually
You
hit
kind of-
something.
Like hearing this creature's, you swing around blindly, and you as you feel the hammer make impact.
Spinning. That's a good trick. And I'll do it again. Warhammer attack to that same attack. For a 10.
It's if you're are you not
Mhm.
are you going reckless or are you just straight?
I didn't declare it for the roll, so no, not
Didn't
reckless.
clap. No, so that'll miss, and you swing down again, but where you found impact before, you swing down, your hammer strikes the stone ground to no effect. Are you staying put?
Okay, can I move out of the cloud? Yes, I can.
Okay.
There will be an attack of opportunity on me, and I will say... If I move here, is that out of the cloud, or is that just in the cloud?
That's just in the cloud.
Alright. So there, is that fine for out of the cloud then?
I will say that is out.
Alright.
All right.
Attack of opportunity, or zero use
You
it?
do take 2 attacks of opportunity.
They got true sight as well, have they?
Pardon?
As the 2 other things got true sight.
The bug-like creature does,
Okay.
and
Alright.
we'll see. A 22 to hit you.
Yep.
Feel this sting enter the back of your, and you think, oh fuck,
Oh.
and you feel this force of like this poison venom into your veins. Make a Constitution saving throw.
With advantage because I'm resistant to poison.
So you do 6 piercing damage.
Right.
Half.
Isn't it just like the damage gets half?
No, in Dwarven Resistance, I get advantage in saving throws against poison.
Okay.
So, con saving throw,
So,
advantage.
You take 3 points, so you take 6 points of piercing damage, halved. 31 points of poison damage, halved. And
Okay.
on top of that, an additional
31 take away.
Wow.
31 divided by 2.
Well, it'd be halved again because it's
15.
poison.
and an additional 11 points of piercing damage, halved twice to just 3.
Okay, so what's total?
Total
Alright.
6 plus 15, no, 3 plus 15, 18 plus 2, 20 points of damage in total. And that was
Ooh.
from the giant scorpion. Now from the Mesoloth. That is going to be a 16 to hit, which will miss. That ends your turn.
Ow!
Ash, it's your go.
I'm so glad I'm raging right now.
Okay. Wow. Well, I didn't know that happened. So I am going to protect her first.
You probably heard Burlock scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
So everyone gains 10 temporary HP.
No, they're out of the range. No, just these 3.
No.
So
Just
Ava,
Ash, Mort.
Just these.
Ava, Mort, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhea get 10 temporary HP.
Oh
And
well.
then I'm going to shoot. Scorch. No, I can't use Scorching Ray. I only have 1 spell slot left. Okay. I'm gonna do another lightning thingy, straight across, if possible. If it's a clear shot, obviously.
Yeah. Mort's short, so you can get a clear shot at Gideon.
Okay.
Hey.
Nice.
Advantages of goblins. They're amazing.
Wow. Thank you, goblins. All right.
What's that
is-
2d8?
That's my arcane firearm.
How do you want to kill Gideon?
Yay! I did it.
Ooh. Oh, I get 5.
Mort might not be happy with you.
I was just people are dying. People dying left and right. That's not my fault. Anyways, I'm gonna throw the 3 rocks straight through, and as I throw the 3 rocks, I just snap, and the lightning just strikes past Mort. And as it goes past Mort, Mort should see it just straight up where he's about to attack someone. And then as it goes through, it goes straight through his chest.
Alright. Looking around, having taken a blast of energy from Mort and a blast of radiant damage from Warwick, he looks down at his wounds and they don't close, and he starts to panic, and you aim directly for an open wound on his chest, and the lightning strikes through him. He convulses and starts to very much very much Avengers style, just start to turn to ash. Falls backwards into the cloud and dissipates and is gone.
Disney, please do not sue us for copyright. Style, not
Yeah.
as in.
Mort kind of glances around at you and says, "It's fine, just get the others." All right. That ends your turn.
Yeah, I'm good.
From within the smoke cloud, you hear more scuttling as more of these creatures appear out, and they kind of jump out, turn towards you, but they dash, so they can't do much else. Reservoir, it's your turn.
Right. Well, that changes things. Reservoir.
That was
You know what, no.
34 points of damage on a cantrip. Okay.
A lot. Yeah, that was a lot.
That's what happens when cantrips crit.
I didn't
Yeah,
expect that either. So yeah, that's good. I guess it seems good.
Cantrips gone wild.
Feel like we still got a lot
We're in
left
trouble.
to face in the next minute, so I'm going to put a hand on Burlock and Warwick, and I am going to twin spell haste.
Oh,
So
Nice. That's why I love sorcerers, because that is my favorite tactic. I appreciate that. So yeah, both of you, you feel this hand clasp upon your back, and this sudden surge of energy as your heart starts to beat faster, and you're filled with this pumping adrenaline, and the world almost seems to slow down around you as you both get hasted. So read that spell description, make note. All
I
right.
get hasted one day. That'd be great. I could become Sonic.
No.
my initial plan was doing it on the barbarian and monk, but then the monk was nowhere near me, so yeah, and I'll just go draw them out of that cloud, and I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna start running
So
around.
I'm going to make a note of you concentrating on this. Hold on.
And
just
I'm gonna
to
have to...
add a thing to your token, just so you
Mhm.
remember. Let's use the let's use that one. Okay.
All right. And then I gotta beat a 6, I think.
Yes. Roll it. All right, you're fine.
You're not a plant.
I'm not a plant!
More scurrying in the darkness as you hear the sounds of yelling and all right, you hear the sounds of like yelling and clanging from within the cloud. As it dashes out. Okay. Nice. On the top of this one's turn, I'm gonna roll a d4. Alright, alright, first of all. 1 north. 2 north, 1 north, 2 east, 3 south, 4 west. 2 east.
What does that mean?
The smoke cloud starts to waft to the side. Ever so gently, but ever so it starts to, just in the light breeze, it starts to move.
I don't like this spell.
And again, you hear the sounds of combat from within. Yeah, that'll definitely do it. I even need to roll. Just do it in case. Yeah, you hear the crying screams of creatures fighting within this cloud. Miss. And then stepping out, making its way around. Can't really get through. It's going to go here and strike a pincer towards that. Straight roll. Where is its stat sheet? That'll miss.
There are 3 parties here. Oh
Oh, nope. And nope. Yeah, you can't see what the hell's going on within the cloud. Ava, top of your round, make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. Please be good. I'm scared.
Wait, what is it? It's... You take 24 points of poison damage. As you just starting, as you kind of wake from consciousness, before you could even get up, the gas from within just fills your lungs again. You cough and splutter. Top of your round.
What can I actually see? I'm guessing that I
You can't
can,
see anything, but you hear combat to the south of you.
Yeah. I probably heard a bunch of noise to my north as well.
Yeah.
I need to get out of this cloud. I'm gonna go this way. I'm guessing I can see now?
Yes, you can.
It's 5, and now I'm gonna go 10, 15, 20. Is this in the cloud or no?
That is in the cloud, yes.
I won't go there. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna attack that thing.
I'm
Alright.
going to yell at Ava and say, no, stay back.
No, too late.
Oh my
That'll hit.
goodness.
Dude.
That'll hit, and with that,
Oh.
you don't even need to roll a third time. You strike once, twice, and it
Okay,
collapses.
well, instead of doing that last roll, I'm gonna use my last healing potion.
Okay.
Which, effective dice roll. I need it. 9. Nice. Better than nothing. Okay.
Okay. Mort's go.
Ooh, healing
She
potion.
is going to... What is she going to do? She is going to... She can't see anything either. So she is going to hold her action until she sees someone. Again, within you hear the sound of fighting. And that actually won't hit. So no. Rhea's go. You're all kind of, again, draws her sword and kind of is expectantly waiting for something to happen. In fact, what I'm going to do, GM layer, because you can't see what the hell's going on.
Alright, who reminded him? Who reminded him?
Wasn't me.
Oh, crap.
Wasn't me.
Crap. Okay.
Okay.
Let's think. This is an interesting dilemma.
It's my go yet?
No?
Well, now everything's on the jam layer. It's my go.
Okay. This thing is going to... Let's see if this works. Yes, it does. That's rough. You don't see anything, but you hear the sound of like... And you can't quite place what it is.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I think we're
And let me just roll something. Bear with me, guys. This is a complicated
We've gone
battle.
very
All
quiet.
secret stuffs.
I mean, to some degree, I want them all to kill each other, like, but also I don't want to be hasted. I don't want to have hasted
Okay.
you both for nothing.
So
Oh no, I'm
that
gonna love
is-
this. Don't worry about that.
It is now Warwick's turn.
I feel so alive. Oh my god, where'd they go? Where'd they go? I feel like I'm. Let's go party. Let's do something. Oh, we need to go find someone. Where do we get? Oh, this. I want to hit something. I really want to hit something.
Did you give him like some cocaine? Oh my goodness. What's going on?
What did you give him?
I'm not a doctor. I can't prescribe the right dose of haste. I can just give you some.
So for me, bonus action, second wind.
Okay.
Gosh.
Between me and between myself and Burlock, lay on hands, increasing that positive energy, 10 hit points back for each of us.
Okay.
And then I prepare a.
Can you lay
No,
on
that's
hands
for
two
him.
different people with the same action?
He has 2 actions.
Yes. With haste.
But the haste action.
Oh,
can be
yeah.
used
Has
for
to be an
certain
attack
things.
or
Yeah.
use an object.
Has to be
or...
attack,
dash,
dash,
just the entire
disengage.
object.
Use an object. Let me just double check because you might be able to lay on hands. You can touch a creature, so you can do one or the other. You can't do both.
Okay.
Has your
That would
health.
be-
How much is
That
how
would
much
be-
is he down?
Oh, I'm 55 at 73, so I'm fine.
Okay, so
Ish.
I take it all
Okay.
in my excitement.
It would
And all
be-
my
it would be
wounds heal back.
It would be really strong as for an action you could like lay on hands as many people as you have points, because that means you could just hit.
Just start
Everyone up.
high-fiving people down
Yeah.
the line.
It would be really strong.
I end up on back to absolute max with one lay on hands left.
Okay.
So that's what I do. And I'm going to move to there. And just trying to look through.
Oh, you know what
That
the
was-
high-fiving down the line is? That's when you get like time stop and you can just
Time stop is for big bad bosses to then do a monologue and then do their action.
Time stop is for big bad bosses and little otters as well. Burlock, it's your turn.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Poison cloud only affects me if I'm in the cloud at the start of my next turn, correct? If I move
You,
into the cloud, I don't take damage?
I think if you the first time you move into the cloud on your turn as well.
You don't know.
No.
Do you want to risk it?
Yes, I will actually. Burlock is going. "Rawr! Where's that thing? Where's that thing? And I just start smashing.
You run in and you bump into something. Hold on. You bump into something. Well, first of all, make a con save.
Yep. Con save.
Oh god.
Oh, sorry, with normal.
Filled, you filled
actually,
the
yeah.
rage-filled
Uh,
dwarf with
You.
caffeine.
Yep, you pass.
Con save with.
I want to make him bigger so you can
No.
muscle the scorpion.
You
Come
take
on.
27 points of damage, halved because you passed, halved again. So that would be 13 half. You take 7 points of poison damage,
Okay.
and you bump into something right there where you are.
Oops. Whatever I did then. I take away 7.
That's
And
so-
I will
Three
hit
attacks.
whenever I see. So first one,
You don't see anything, so you have disadvantage
Yep.
unless you roll reckless.
Oh. so disadvantage. So that would
That
be
will-
a 15.
Unless you go reckless.
No, I'm not going reckless.
Okay, so that'll miss.
Sounds pretty
Okay.
reckless to me.
Rolling again.
That'll miss.
And one more time.
That will hit.
Ooh.
In the dark, sort of swinging wildly, you miss once, twice, and on your third attack, you feel the hammer make contact. You hear as you strike. All right. What would you like? You still have movement left if you wish to. use it.
I call him out to call out the targets. I've got the bow.
Around here. And I ran out, so I ran to about here.
Okay. You take 2 opportunity attacks.
Should not have done that. Should not have done that.
Right. Let's have a look at the. Alright, first one. A 11 to hit, which will miss. Second one, a 2 and a 1. So 7 total. You lucky son of a bitch. You dash out almost like you taking these guys completely by surprise. They do not expect these fleshy people to run into their cloud. So you dash in, swinging wildly, yelling as you do, striking one, and run out. And they're like, take a swing, but they took them completely by surprise and they miss you entirely. Nice one. Ash, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to protect her first of all, as best as I can. That's a 12 for... Oh, you're out of range! No! Anyways, that's just done for, I guess.
I'll take
Anyways,
12.
Yeah. 12
Ava,
is
you
fine.
can take 12 as well.
I'm going to kind of look at this large cloud, see that I kind of still want to have vision of the room. So I'm going to just ready an action of Ray so that if anything comes into view, I want to hit it. Any hostile creature that comes into view, I can see. So, yeah, that's it. And my
Okay.
turn.
Reservoir,
Burlock, attack the darkness.
it's your turn. Burlock, attack the darkness for massive damage.
I'm just gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll pop around here.
Oh, that's where she went. Okay. I had no idea where she was.
I'm tempting to use the curtain to fan the poison out of here. Come on, Burlock, we can do
And
it.
I'll bring out a Haas and fan.
I think I'll just double move. So 5, 10, 15, and I'll get to about there. And that's a good place for me to be right now if you don't. So
Okay.
It's a reservoir.
Do anything on your turn?
yeah. Well, I double moved.
Okay.
I wanted to get to where I could see things, but also to where poison clouds were not a threat.
Okay. Miss. Dead. Natural 20. And a hit. That one's fucking dead.
At least, hopefully, they're
Again,
weakening
once
the
again,
scorpion.
You hear the sounds of slashing and hacking and crying of demonic sort of screams. How intelligent is a giant scorpion?
Super smart. It's played by
The
Dwayne
intelligence
Rock.
of 1.
Very
It eats
small.
its own babies. Cool.
I mean, it could be a wizard.
Yeah. Scorpion
No, I
Wizard.
thought that was only
King.
weasels and ferrets.
Scorpion King. Come on.
I'm gonna roll for it.
You have to be an
It's gonna
elephant,
stay.
a flying elephant, to be a celestial.
Stay. Okay. So, rolling to hit.
Do scorpions have poison resistance?
You don't know.
I
Is
don't.
the
That's
poison
a good point.
coming?
Good
I don't
point.
actually know. That's why.
All right.
Is the gas like coming through the wall?
It is coming. It is emanating from around the entranceway, like kind of seeping out and around the corner.
Okay, that's good to
So-
know.
Yeah, no, it is not immune. So good shout. I forgot about that.
Oh,
He's
is
been
it
in there for a
actually
while.
not? I thought scorpions did. I guess not. Interesting.
So given that, that'll change my decision of what it will do.
It's coming out.
It is going to run up, and you can just now see it at the edge of the cloud.
Oh, hello.
Bad place.
As it tries
Hi, friend.
to frantically like get away from this toxic cloud. It does take an attack of opportunity, which will hit. So 3, 4, 7, 11. 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Not a sponsor.
You see this
Yeah.
swooping kind of start to rush out of the cloud, looking harrowed and chittering, and approaching you, trying to force its way out. It's going to swing twice at Ava with its pincers, and once at Rare with its stinger.
Can I take my held action?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
It is still in the mist slightly, so I'll say disadvantage.
Oh no!
I mean, it wasn't that much damage.
Oh.
Because it is still slightly in the cloud. You can see a giant form, but it's not. It's still in the clouds. So it's still technically heavily obscured.
It's all good.
It's something.
Would have been an extra
It's
5.
looking really rough right now, and it's going to strike out. So first against Ava, it's technically in the cloud still, so would have advantage. Yep, that's going to be a 23 to hit for the first one. Yep. And a natural 20 on the second one.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Snip. 2 Avas.
So you take 5. You take 7 bludgeoning from the first attack,
The thing
and
that
you
did
are
30
grappled.
damage.
And you are grappled.
Like 30
Second,
damage and poison.
3, 5, 7 on the second strike. So 14 points in total. And against Rhea, this is the nasty one.
Was that with its crit?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the poison. Critical, I'm guessing.
Rhea, that's a natural 20.
Oh.
How
Okay.
much dice? It did 30 damage last time. With just poison.
Um,
Without crit.
That's 10d10.
Yeah.
Alright, goodbye, Rhea. We'll see you later.
Oh, Rhea! I
No.
never
I'm
really
gonna,
liked
I'm
you
gonna roll
anyway.
this in the. I'm gonna roll this in the open.
Yep.
And I mean, she's Rhea's thick, right? She's fine. It's okay.
Wow.
And a con save from Rhea, natural 2,
Wow.
or an additional.
What the?
Sorry about your friends, guys.
She failed.
Does that mean we can go home?
This
What the-
stinger, Ava, 2 claws strike at you, and then Rhea, rushing to defend you, watch as a stinger emerges from her chest, and blood
Ava screams.
out from her mouth. Her eyes roll black. Her eyes roll back, and you see toxin emerging from a wound, blackening her veins as her eyes roll back and she falls to the ground.
Or the kitty version.
So yeah.
You see her defending you, and then suddenly she explodes and poison damage out every orifice.
She just.
Ava,
She's gone.
it's
Ava
your turn.
screams with rage.
What the?
Oh my god.
I'm guessing that's massive damage.
Oh.
Death.
Yeah.
That's so just to be clear. Hit 1d10 plus 2 piercing plus 4d10 poison, doubled for the crit. Then
Yes.
DC 12 con save or an additional 4d10 poison, crit, also doubled. Actually, it wouldn't even matter if that was doubled or not. She failed the save.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's...
So massive
Ava,
damage.
it's your turn. It's your turn.
So I'm gonna hit him 4 times.
Okay.
I'm guessing I get disadvantage because I'm grappled.
You do.
What's going on with the grapple?
No, grapple means you just have no movement. You have normal attacks.
I'm gonna go for like its joints. I'm gonna whack, try and hit. I'm trying to go for the joints between where it's holding.
With
onto,
that,
like, with
that first strike, you, in a scream of fury and rage, strike for this creature, being held by its claws directly for its head, and you punch through, straight through the chitinous exterior into the soft tissue beneath, and this thing squeals and spasms and goes limp as it releases you from its grasp.
No way.
It would have 5 HP left.
No way.
But able to do
My
almost
God.
200.
Well, I guess I don't flurry of blows. And
5 HP left. Oh, if I got that crit, no.
Ava is gonna turn to Rhea and just kind of fall down and like start cradling her.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. Mort can cancel crits. Mort can cancel crits. I'm going to re-roll this. I'm going to re-roll this. See if it'll almost certainly make the difference.
She's not in the cloud, right? This is not in the cloud. It attacked out of the cloud. Yes.
Yeah. So the initial damage and still very nasty, but
Back time. It's rewind time.
But okay, hold on, I'm doing math. No, not enough to kill her. She's unconscious, but not dead. Because
she got gravely wounded, but she's not dead.
She got horribly, horribly wounded. But Mort flings out her arm and kind of catches some of that dying spirit leaving her. And almost like with her cleric abilities, using the power of her god Kellenborg, forces the spirit back into her body. And you feel like she takes a very shallow breath in again. She's still out cold, but there is a very rough and shallow breathing there. And Mort is then going to run in and level 3 cure wounds, bring her back up to 28.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Breathing heavily, or still shaking and convulsing as the poison is purged from her body with the healing magic. She sort of shucks that Mort's not going to be sticking around. Okay, that ends her turn. She will bonus action cast a spiritual weapon. She'll recast it. It lasts for 10 minutes, I believe. So I would say at this point she could have brought it along, and I'll drop it.
It's in here
the
somewhere.
cloud. Yeah, and she'll be with disadvantage, but she can still try. Yeah, that will hit. So plus 4, 5. It's something. Again, you hear the sounds of combat. Rhea, kind of prone, stands up. From that, I'm gonna give her a point of exhaustion from that, because Jesus Christ, that was really fucking rough.
I'm gonna say Ava still went over to make sure that she's okay. So
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. She kind of like pushes herself back, grasps her sword, and like pushes herself up against the wall to kind of like brace herself. Thank you. And she grasps her sword, fresh determination in her face, and stares at the cloud where she doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Warwick, it's your turn.
Oh my god, did you see that? She was dead! Oh my god, that was so amazing! Target's still in there. Okay, and get up my bow and just start shooting.
Alright, roll with disadvantage.
And 2 shots. Just shooting. So, just shooting in there.
Yeah, no, you have 3 because of haste.
Oh,
Actually, isn't it another action so you get?
It's only 1 weapon
No,
attack.
You don't get extra attack on the hasted action.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It.
I have enough attacks per round to have 2. And then I get a 3rd one because of haste.
Yep.
And if I was using my halberd, I'd have 2 plus haste plus my bonus action, which is 4.
Okay. At this point, you hear another cry, another screech from within the cloud. And then suddenly, the chittering and goes silent. Burlock, it's your turn.
I hold my action to see if anyone comes out of the poison cloud, and if there is, I'll run over to attack them.
Okay. Ash.
Yeah, I'm going to, wow, I saw someone die. Anyways, I'm going to do some a little bit of protector stuff on Rhea, specifically Rhea. It's going to walk over to her, and seeing all this happen, I'm going to kind of...
Does it still give it to the rest of us?
If you guys need
Yep,
it.
it'll, yep, if you need it, you have it.
Yeah, if you need it. And then I'm going to actually... I'm gonna look at the 2 people that are dying. I'm gonna say, get behind me, because you 2 are literally about to, like, you guys are dying. Get behind me quickly now. And then I'm going to ready an action for Ray the moment I see a hostile creature.
All right. Reservoir. It's your turn.
I will just hold my action for Acid Splash if I see any of those bugs or anything weird and creepy.
Okay. At this point, the poison gas, it starts to disperse as it blows away. And where once were 2, you now see 3 of these bug-like creatures. Dead bodies of these demon creatures all around you, all around them. And they kind of, some of them looking fairly hurt, some of them looking barely touched at all. And this one is going to go for you, Burlock. So now you get your held actions.
Well, I shall, attack for 3. And I forgot
2
the...
attacks, because you can hold
Okay,
1 action.
because, yeah. Okay, so... Come on. Nope.
That's gonna miss. That'll also miss. Unfortunately, despite your hasted, furious swipes, it kind of ducks out the way and jabs at you with a 16 to hit, which I believe will miss.
Would
And-
Ash or myself get our held actions?
You both would, yes. At a 26 to hit with the
Hits.
trident. So you take. Actually, you take 10 points of slashing, piercing damage, halved to 5.
Right.
Reservoir, you chuck a ball of acid. It strikes this creature directly, but entirely splashes off the carapace, not seeming to affect it at all.
Oh, that's lame. That's really lame.
That ray of lightning, however, does strike it and reels back from the sudden burst of electricity. Giant scorpion, fucking dead.
Are you saying that
it's your turn.
acid magic and water magic is lame?
No, it was lame that it didn't hit.
Well, it hit. It just didn't do anything.
I'm gonna run over.
No damahe.
Would I be able to tell if that was because it has like resistance to my acid, or if it was just dexterous enough.
It didn't even make an attempt to dodge. It was a direct hit, and it just didn't affect. You saw the chitin. There was no effect whatsoever.
I'm just gonna stew.
Great, I feel so useful. Okay, what are my other abilities?
Haste, though. That's great.
Haste is great.
So I run over
Gonna
get to
have
hasten.
to.
and I'm gonna hit 3 times. Or I'm gonna hit 1,
That'll miss.
second one.
That'll miss.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Go for a third.
No wonder why they won the combat.
That'll miss. You are struggling. You are like, just your mind's out of it. You just saw like a dear friend of you almost completely get wiped out and destroyed in a horrific way, and your precision is off as you recklessly run up and jab at this thing 3 times. But each time it blocks your incoming blows with its trident. Mort is going to. She is going to. How reckless is she? No, she is going. No, she's looking rough. She is going to. She's got no 3rd level left. She is going to. Well, first of all, she's going to swing with her spiritual weapon at the one you're fighting. Fucking one.
Didn't she have spirit guardians up?
Yep, that's what the. Oh, you can't see it. There you go. There you go. Not severe, just misses. She is going to. Yeah, no, she's also kind of incensed and feeling reckless, not in her right frame of mind. She's going to step forward.
Do it.
She's going to go here. She's going to crack her knuckles and reach out towards this creature. Let's see. Yeah, she is going to cast a 2nd level inflict wounds. Where is her sheet? Where's her sheet gone? That is a +7 to hit. Oh yeah, that hits with a 20 for 4d10 necrotic. 7, 13, 19, 27 points of necrotic damage as sort of enraged and still being flanked by all these spirits. She walks forward, throws out her hand and grabs hold of one of these creatures, and you see its flesh wither beneath its carapace. That was a hefty blow of damage, and it's its go next. It's going to strike back. First attack is going to miss the natural 2. Second attack is going to hit. That's the trident. A 1. Takes 5 points of damage, which comes off her temporary HP. She's still standing. Oh yeah, wisdom saving throw for it. Failure. It takes 3d8. Radiant. 7, 9, 15 points of radiant damage. As the almost in tandem with Mort's sudden grasp and shock of necrotic energy, the spirits surrounding her kind of start like bypassing it and like striking it, and it goes for striking it, dealing quite a bit of damage. Rhea is going to stand up, grasp her sword, and charge forward to fight alongside you, Ava. So dashing over the scorpion, she brings down her silvered sword. 1 hit, 2 hits, for 10 points of damage. This thing is now starting to look rough. Still kind of weak and shaking. Her strikes they don't have the strength behind them, but through her resolve and through sheer burst of adrenaline, she runs up and strikes at it twice. Warwick, it's your turn.
You got this, shorty. And I run down. And I run down. And I don't attack the one in front of me. I attack the one in front of Ava.
I would say
with reach weapon.
You would have to. It is, but But the thing is, you could do that with an ally. But if an enemy's blocking your way, it's gonna have 3/4 cover, which is +5 to its AC.
Okay, then I move. I'm just gonna restart to see where I was.
Because instead of an ally kind of ducking out the way to allow the strike through, an enemy will be deliberately harrying.
There we go.
Oncoming strikes.
30 feet.
Right.
I attacked
Roll
the
a
one
hit.
that Mort was attacking then. Sorry, Ava.
Fine.
And let's go for
It
hits.
wasn't like I was gonna move there or anything.
Both hit, and with that you strike it down, and it falls to the ground, carving through the chitinous exterior. You reveal the soft pink flesh underneath, and it completely bisect this insect-like creature, leaving it in ruins.
Ooh, they're green side. That was the other one actually.
Oh, you attacked both?
No.
That was the one I was
Okay.
targeting for the flanking with Mort.
Oh, you were flanking with more. I thought you meant flanking
Yeah.
with rare.
Hence the yeah. I didn't even think I would be flanking with Rhea.
Same
Like-
result, you still kill it.
I didn't think I was going to be flanking with Rhea. But either way,
Yeah.
let's do the last one.
Still have 2 more attacks because of haste
Oh,
and your bonus.
well, this is a normal attack.
Yep. That you strike it once. It takes a heavy blow, but it's still standing.
Okay, let's do it again.
Yeah,
And with that, 13 is exactly what you needed to take it to 0.
That's okay. I still have a smart just in case.
Yeah. And with that, after a harrowing battle, the enemies, demons, devils, and Yugoloths alike lie slain before you.
There's
I
one
think
left.
there's still
There's
one.
one left, right near
We should
Bella.
five.
Oh, there is one left. My mistake. And it's its turn now. I completely missed that one. Oh no, that one's dead. Burlock, it's your turn.
So which one's that? So which one's dead?
That
There's
one's still
one-
alive.
The one right in front of you is the last remaining creature.
Got this.
And
You got
that
this.
one still says it's still alive.
Oh,
The one in
front of
Ava.
that it is not. It is not.
Okay.
There we go.
God, Warwick is surrounded by bodies.
Yes. Feel so alive.
You won't feel like that for not much longer. All right. Oh, sorry. Get my character sheet up. I should do 3 attacks against this one. Reckless.
Alright.
Okay, so first 15.
That will miss. Again, this thing is an agile and adept fighter, and it blocks your incoming strike. That will hit.
For 13.
13. You have a third attack.
Yep.
That will also hit. Ooh, rough luck on that damage.
Oh.
It blocks you once, but then you sort of feint and strike twice. The second blow, it manages to block some of the incoming strike with its hand. It, like, tries to block the hammer, but it catches it, but still kind of you hear the breaking and snapping. Its armor is now starting to crack in places. Ash, it's your go.
Okay, I'm gonna move my cannon a little bit closer this way. 1, 2, 3. This is how... Hold on. Okay. I'm just
Finally.
trying to figure. Finally, Burlock, get some temporary. You need a little bit at least.
8 temporary
Alright.
HP.
Yes, and then I'm going to, seeing all this happen, I'm going to use my ray to hit the one that's still alive. I kind of want to miss. Oh, first one only. 16.
That'll miss.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will miss.
Okay. the AC is like super high. I'm
The
going
AC is
to.
high.
I guess I go start going in the room. It seems like the rest of our group is probably okay. I'm gonna go. So, all right, that's end my turn.
Reservoir, it's your turn.
All right. Well, Reservoir, seeing acid not work so well, can accept defeat and move on to different tactics. I'm going to, since its AC seems pretty high, I'm going to Tides of Chaos Chromatic Orb for cold damage.
Okay. Roll with advantage.
Oh, wait, cancel. Oh, what a thing.
Is it an attack or is it a save?
It's an attack for Chromatic Orb.
Chromatic Orb is an attack. That'll hit. Yep. You know what's
that'll be
coming
12
next.
cold.
Yeah.
I do.
Tides of
I
Chaos.
do.
Go. How to play it.
Oh,
Hey, that's a see. Sometimes I like them.
That would be super good. This creature, looking around, seeing all its allies slain before it, kind of turns around and growls at you, Burlock, and it waves its hands around in a motion, mutters something under its breath.
Does it take any damage from Mort's thing?
It does. Top of its round, it does.
Guardians.
Fails its save, so it takes
3d8s plus 500.
2, 7, 9 points of radiant damage. And like harried and bludgeoned, seeing its allies slain before it, it turns around and waves its hands and mutters something, and it disappears. You get the sense it's probably fled. And that is where we'll end. And we'll not end. We'll go to break. We'll go to break.
Okay.
Because we've been going for 3 hours on this and plus previous. We need a break. We'll be back shortly.
Ray
We're back to
almost
Ultra
died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't that fussed
She's
about
okay though.
Raya, but
And then she went right back into battle.
I think she has an issue. She has problems.
Mhm.
yeah, she's got emotional
We all.
problems. We'll be right back. Thank you for the raids. We'll be back and we'll do some other stuff that's hopefully not deadly combat, but let's face it, we're in hell, so who knows? It's gonna be combat. So, see you soon.
See you in a bit.
Hello, welcome back. Thank you for sticking around. And we're going to get into part 2 of our Saints and Sinners, episode 16. Descent into Avernus. We just killed someone bad, but then had worse come after us. That's pretty much the recap of what you've just missed if you haven't been watching the start. Why have you haven't watched the start? I don't know. Let's go. Back to everybody. Hi, everyone.
Alright.
Hello.
I or not. Actually, I'm not going to tempt fate yet.
Are we
Yeah.
all ready to jump back in?
Yes.
Alright.
Don't want to.
So, you stand amongst the fallen corpses of many a fiend, Yugoloths, demons, and devils alike. And Mort just kind of is looks down at the pile of ash that once was Gideon and just starts kicking it. You fucking bastard. I swear to all the gods.
I go over and put a hand on her shoulder.
She... My husband's buried here. My son as well. I swear to God if he's touched them. Come on. She just starts gathering her things and looking around at the rest of everyone else. What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna
Looting a trident.
I turn to Rhea and I'm like,
You
okay?
are, at this point, you are struggling to hold all these weapons. Like, I'm going to have to draw a line here. You can't carry all these weapons that you're losing.
I'll compare the trident to like the other ones and just see which ones. I'll keep one and drop the other type situation. I'll figure something out.
Okay.
This isn't a video game. You can't just collect all the weapons.
Yes, you can.
The problem is, if he collects all the weapons, he'll never get to use them before the big boss because you always want to save them. Burlock's just going to flomp down and just take a few minutes breather.
Yeah. At some point, when the haste wears off, both Warwick and Burlock, you are overcome with this wave of like nausea and like, oh, you have to take a moment.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty much what I'm preparing for.
I'll give
I
them
wasn't
like
preparing for it.
a couple seconds notice before I drop concentration.
Okay.
Oh, no, wrong one. There we go.
It's a new thing for me, so it's totally foreign, and I don't. It hits harder.
I'm going to keep a close eye on the steps.
Make a perception check. I'm going to change the music as well. A straight roll 19. You listen out.
Sorry.
Well, if advantage such as advantage is rolling by mistake, we take the left result. So 19. You listen out, and after the cacophony of the battle that just occurred, it is eerily quiet down below.
I think it's time for a sleep.
Rhea, are you okay?
Yes, quite. Yes.
I'm far from okay. She kind of looks down, and there is a hole in her armor where the stinger went right through her, and you see like bright red scar tissue where the rapid healing took effect, and it still is kind of pulsing and sore. And she kind of looks down and quickly like wraps her cloak around her. Sits down.
Help her go sit down.
Thank you, Ava.
If that's the case,
If
can
nothing
Burlock?
else,
Sorry.
I have mending. It might help your armor a little bit.
Thank you very much. That would be most kind of you.
Cast it on both sides. Take a couple minutes.
That was... She kind of looks up at Mort. Thank you. Thank you ever so much. I think you brought me back. Don't fucking mention it. It's what I do. I keep living people alive, and I keep dead people dead. It's what I do.
We should probably take a break. Sit down.
Catch our breath, but what did Gideon, right? The one that I turned into dust. Did he have a room? Did he live here too?
He did, yeah. He had a at the back. You might have seen it running around. When you ran around the side, it was a small little hut to the outside of this place.
Yeah, there was.
Didn't see it when I was
Let's
chasing
Let's just take a few moments first.
Yeah, is there
I
any
can give it a
sleeping?
look. I'm feeling all right.
There's also that big stinky pit in the backyard.
Reservoir, can I get that thing again? I'm feeling a little low.
You'll feel better in a few moments. It's quite a
So it takes
taxing
you-
spell.
Takes you a few moments to cast. Okay, I'll let you rest. So,
No, you'll feel back to normal as you were before I cast the spell in a few moments.
but I don't want to feel normal.
Oh no.
It felt good.
I promise next time that we're all about to die, I'll, give it a whirl again. But
It's a
Okay.
haste addiction.
and that's not an excuse to go into a situation to cause us to.
No, we'll just wait for
Almost
Ava to do that.
Hey!
Right.
Well, it's true.
I don't know why
I
you're
just try and help.
I
Well-
know you do it very well.
suicide. The same thing for you, it seems. So we're taking a break here then. Let's rest up. A couple of us can catch our breaths.
Take turns keeping watch.
What's
Yeah,
in
well,
the?
How long are you resting for?
Short?
I think
hour?
it's a short rest.
Yeah.
Can I? I want to go outside and go look at that pit during this short rest.
I'll
Hey,
go
yeah.
along with.
You're not going by. Yeah, you're not going by yourself.
I'll go with. Short
Alright.
rests don't give me anything.
You head outside, and I will drag your tokens there just so you have a visual reference.
So I guess I'm keeping watch.
So
while they're-
it's Ash, Reservoir, and who else is going?
I think it's just us two.
I think it's
yeah.
just us.
Okay.
I'll leave my cannon in there, and just every once in a while, I just kind of like a little tiny like a little spray of
How long does that last?
an hour. I cast it at the beginning of this battle, very
Okay.
beginning.
So it'll be gone.
Um,
It'll be gone by the end of the short rest.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
I will
Oh.
say by the end of the short rest, everyone can have the maximum possible roll you can get for 10
13.
HP. Yep.
13.
Yep. So because you could just keep doing it again and again and again and again and again until it gets the max result. So
Yeah.
I'll leave an enemy with more.
okay.
Um,
The two Genasi, you kind of pick your way through the ruins of this chapel, make your way out of a door at the back, and you look upon this pit. And as you approach, it reeks something absolutely awful. Decay, rot, and this faint purple haze. And as you watch, you see a hand from the edge.
Is that normal? Is that something that you see before?
You see
I
a single zombie drag itself up from this pit and start to
I'm gonna throw
stand
acid
up.
at it.
amble towards you. All right, roll a hit.
Can I also do
Uh,
some lightning?
Yep.
Yeah, just an acid splash. I'm running
Okay.
low on spell slots.
That is a lot of damage. These cantrips are broken.
Yours
So-
maybe.
With the both of you,
It's just Ray of Frost. It's just Ray of Frost.
yeah. The both of you immediately, as soon as this thing kind of lifts its head out from the thing, you both instinctively throw down a spell, and it just and falls back.
Oh
into the
wait, we
pit.
left the Genasi by themselves.
And you hear it a couple of seconds before you hear a distant and make quick work of that.
That was. What is
Not
this?
normal.
Not normal? Perfect. Well, can I get closer and
You
examine
can.
it?
You can.
Make a first of all, the smell is overpowering. Not enough to cause damage, but it is just you have to really hold your nose and like really kind of. It makes you want to vomit, particularly after what you've been through today. Make a perception check.
Perception. Okay, I was ready. I
dude.
was ready. Constitution. Alrighty.
Okay. You glance down, and through the haze and the kind of it's stinging your eyes, you just see bodies filling this crater. Maybe 20 feet down, and you see the eviscerated corpse of the zombie you just killed, and you look down and it's just unmoving bodies.
Well,
You have fire, don't you?
I have fire, yes.
You can send it down there and burn them.
Well, I can make little bits at a time. I don't not. There's a lot down there, and bodies don't really, you know, burst into flame when you just touch them.
You do, however, now that you take a second to go there, and it's the gas is starting to fill your lungs. You take 1 point of necrotic damage as you kind of peer through. Make an intelligence check.
Just flat intelligence?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, investigation rather.
Investigation.
Doesn't matter. You notice there's a kind of pulsing to this fog. It's kind of moving in a rhythmic pattern, and a distant crash of lightning directs your attentions up to the companion, and you see the two of them are pulsing in sync. This giant orb, black orb in the sky, and this mist is pulsing in the same rhythmic fashion. It's subtle, but it's there.
Looks like... Seems like a heartbeat or something. Do you have anything that you can use to break the earth or close this or something? I don't really have any explosives, at least not right now.
I mean, if I wanted to use the last of my highest level spells, I could set the whole thing ablaze with a bit of an explosion, but... Or drown it in acid.
Just depends on how many... I'm just thinking
I'd rather
of
not
zombies.
be defenseless if we're attacked again.
You shouldn't spend everything, not here. It doesn't quite... It's not important enough for you to spend everything on. It's fine. It's alright. I don't have much... I wasn't able to prepare much last night. There was a couple of things on my mind, so... I'll throw some fire down there, just so that... Just... some produced flame down there, just to see if anything happens.
You throw some fire down, and it kind of effervescence of this sort of smoke does catch a little bit. Not enough to do make impact. You do hear the sort of slight crackling and burning from below, but it goes away after a little bit.
It's not enough. I need time. I'm not...
It's alright.
I'm not inclined to doing things out of the ordinary. It takes me time planning things out of the ordinary. Anyways, should we walk over to that over there? I'm not sure. Mort said...
To the hut?
The goblin said that...
Mort, yes.
Yes. Goblin said that it was over
Mort.
here that we could study. Yes. The goblin said it was over there.
Mort did say that.
Yes, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
Just making sure that you know her name.
I do.
She saved your friend.
Which friend? I don't...
Plenty of them, I'm sure, with all her healing. She's a good one to have on your side.
Well, I wouldn't want you to have her against me. It's the fair thing. Just walking over.
You come around, peek around the side, and you see a small, humble, empty room. Simple building has a bed, a desk, a dresser, table, and chairs. Although much of the furniture has been destroyed, decorations and other items are strewn haphazardly across the room, including symbols you recognize as holy symbols of Lathander, Torm, Helm, and Tyr. However, in the center of the room, on the table, a large tome has seemed to have survived the destruction. It sits open at the center of a partially collapsed desk.
Alright. Are you good at looting?
I like to think so.
Right. Let's look for something that's important at least.
Keep an eye out for a staff. Mort said that one had been taken from her own
Fair enough.
place.
Fair enough. Alright, looking around the room.
Alright, make an
I'm gonna look
investigation
straight for that book.
check. Okay. Both of you make an investigation check.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Come on! 15. I have a +8, please.
I'm going to use Tides of Chaos because I
Okay.
can do that for ability checks.
Alright, yeah.
Wow.
Okay. You, Reservoir, you head straight for the book. And you pick it up and start flicking through its pages, and it's a testament. Written seemingly by Gideon in the months leading up to Elturel's fall. It pontificates the evil of demons, instructing the reader, you, to be ever vigilant against their incursions, and expounding that the demonic threat must be defeated at all costs. It goes on, it says visitations, talks of visitations by angels, giving him some holy purpose. It praises, and as it goes on, it becomes more and more abundant of a sort of descent into madness. It starts praising the devils that stoically stand against the unending demon tide, and it chastises the gods Lathander, Tyr, Helm, and Torm, and the angelic servitors for not doing the same, for not fighting against the abyss. Particularly, he's praising Zariel, who is this bastion of courage, fighting the abyss and fighting the demonic horde. You can clearly see this book is the writings of a madman. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Sandy check.
Yeah.
Ow.
Feel this presence. Almost, you feel this unnatural hatred begin to build up inside you. Like, yes, demons, evil, vicious, horrible. You pause, you quickly close the book before this sort of force can take hold of you, infusing you with this unnatural hatred. And you quickly set it aside. Meanwhile, Ash, you search around, and you don't find... this place is pretty barren. It seems to be the home of an ascetic. How you do find the holy symbols, 4 holy symbols to each of the gods, several other supplementary books or writings, most of them destroyed or burnt. However, behind one of the desks in like a little sort of set-aside place, you find a staff. A long staff about, held up, it's about 4 feet long. It looks like stacked totems, one on top of each other, with various different expressions on their faces.
Hey Starfish, is this it?
What did you just call me?
Is this the totem? The thing.
Do I recognize the staff from when I was at Mort's
you
before?
Do not. No. Just make a history check.
Okay. I think I'm good at those. Yeah, I'm good at those.
You do. It was hanging in a place high above the mantle of the sort of small fireplace that was in her sort of little living section, just hanging on the wall.
I believe so. Yes.
Well, I think that's all. What did the book say? What is in the Starfish?
It's the ravings of a madman. Frankly, I think it would be best if we could get rid of it. And
Fair enough. Right. Let's see.
I can properly identify what it is given a little bit of time, but
Yeah, Can you? It's... I saw you do that thing in
yes, I can.
I'm just saying. I saw you do that thing in there before. The fixing of the plates of Rhea, and that's interesting. Do you do that just naturally? Does it just come to you naturally?
Learned. I spent a lot of time in Elturel here, studying magic, and grants one certain abilities.
I see. Does it also grant you the ability to turn into a plant?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, well. Fair enough. Plants don't really have brain cells. Well, it's fine. Any case, we found the totem, you found the book. We'll get rid of the book, and we'll... There's nothing much of value here, it seems. You know, when you were a plant, you probably would have been a good decoration in this room. Right there in the corner, just over there, just slightly there, you know. Looking good.
I've never been a plant. And I walk out.
You head back. You head back to where everyone else is resting, and when you arrive with the staff, Mort kind of stands up. You found it! Oh, thank heavens! And she lifts her hand, and I presume, do you give it to her or do you hold on to it? Whoever has it.
I gave it.
Ash has it.
I gave it to Reservoir. When she...
Oh. Yeah, I would give it back to Mort.
This
I
was
wouldn't
my
have left
husband.
Ash out there on her own, though. Ash has come back too, right?
Yeah, I'll come back.
Okay.
This
I
was
was
my
gonna-
husband's. She kind of fun. He was a doctor, a man of medicine, and this, it comes with certain healing properties. Useful in a pinch. Glad it's not been destroyed. It's the last thing I have of him. My old Ellie. Thank you, all of you.
It'll
You've
probably
helped
be
me.
useful looking after the refugees.
Indeed it would. I'll hold on to it for now.
Did you find anything of the Ash boy?
I hold up the book. If you would give me a short while to identify it, I'm sure if we're already resting, it wouldn't be too much trouble to stay a bit longer.
This
I used to be a
deals
scholar
with the
back in my
stuff.
day. I could probably read through it.
No,
We wouldn't want you to become
something-
more crazy than you already are, soldier.
there's something
Crazy.
concerning about it, and I would like to take the time to identify it before I put it in anyone else's hands. And I'll
Warwick, you were
sit
acting
down.
strange during that battle.
No, I wasn't. I was just feeling
You are
alive.
You casting Identify on the book.
Yes, I have to ritual cast it.
Okay.
But I will.
Take 10 minutes, and it's not. You don't detect it as being a specific magic weapon. There is subtle enchantment magic on it, but to the extent of it is meant to affect the mind in the way that you've already experienced. It is meant to drive any reader towards this intense hatred of demon kind. To the extent that if you were to see a demon and not attack it, you would take psychic damage. You would be... There is no other property to the book.
I
Gives
believe
someone
this
purpose.
is something that Gideon had written. Seems like he was affected by it in much the same way, I'm sure. It corrupts the mind and gives your sole intent to be that of wiping out demons.
But surely
Which
wiping
is-
out demons is a good thing.
Yeah.
Ideal enough, though if you were to have any other goal, perhaps not attack them so that you can remain stealthed. Or just, you find one that's not as much of an ass. You wouldn't want to be under the influence of this. It's
Can demons
obsessive.
be nice?
I don't know. I always get confused. Are succubuses demons or devils?
Make a religion check.
Have you met a succubus before?
I've only just heard stories, but
I thought
the
that was
stories are
gonna
always interesting. The paintings
that
are
was
even more
gonna-
interesting, of course.
I thought it was
Generally-
gonna explain.
You would know with that succubus they are fiends, but they do not fall into either the category of devil, demon, or Yugoloth. They are their own entity. They are their own categorization.
Okay.
You've seen
Yes.
paintings of succubus?
Devils
Oh,
are terrible. So are they. You want
I've
to be
been to
under
a few
your own
taverns.
mind's control.
Where did
I've
you
been-
see those paintings?
I've been to a few taverns over the years.
No, you've never seen one in person. I thought that would be the reason why, maybe it sucked all the fun out of you.
When I say taverns, I mean other establishments.
You hear this light snoring
Oh,
from
where did you
Burlock.
see this painting?
Ah.
Asking for a friend.
In one of the brothels I've been to. Okay.
Oh.
If I start dripping acid over this book, does it begin to decay? With acid
Yes.
splash?
It's
Okay.
the pages do start to corrode. And,
I'll do that until it's gone.
you have
However
enough
long it
time.
takes.
You can over the time of your short rest, just with a essentially repeated acid splash, you can just eventually just dissolve this book into sludge. It's just a messy pile of refuse matter and ink stains on the floor. of
Now
this
we just
chapel.
need to find some more religious texts.
They're
Not
all like gas.
yours. Mort. Other religious texts.
Are you suggesting that I dissolve religious texts in acid?
Yes.
I mean,
Right. I'm not going to do that unless they're the ravings of a madman.
Have you read religious texts?
I have.
Not Kalimvar, but others are usually rantings of madmen.
I beg to differ. Keep in mind that though in hell we are in El Terrell, and most people here
Yeah.
have faith of some kind.
Do you realize who you're talking to?
Yeah, Rare is staring daggers at you. She's not saying anything.
Oh, can I beckon Lulu to come towards me?
Yep. She kind of approaches. You fought really well. That was close.
Oh yes, good moral support. Good job. I have a couple of questions for you. Do you feel anything? You said that you didn't remember anything. Do you anything here? Anything just coming back to memory? Anything jogging? Is anything clicking?
As far as I know, no, nothing.
Perfect. Exactly as much use as I thought. All right, perfect. All right, so, also I have another really important question as well, and this is away from the group as well. You saw that earlier too, right?
What? So what?
The person, the blue Genasi. You saw it into a plant too, didn't you? Or am I going crazy?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. No, but it was
Okay.
quick. It was like, there and then not.
All right. I
It
was
was
just. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was asking her a genuine question earlier, and she just said she didn't enter a plant. So, I was.
Well,
I was
well, tell her that lying is naughty and you shouldn't do it.
You should tell her that, because she wouldn't listen to me. She didn't want to listen to me at all. But I'll back you up. Don't worry. You should tell her that.
I don't want to be confrontive. But
No,
if it comes up, I'll mention it.
Promise?
I promise if I catch her lying, I'll tell her not to.
Good enough.
And that's same for everyone, you know.
Perfect. Good enough. Good enough. You know that Lulu also. Lulu, I call you Elephant all the time, but you and I, we are friends, all right? And you have to understand that I don't tell lies at all. So you don't need to correct me at all. You and I were friends. It's perfect. It's great.
How do I know that? How do I know that's not a lie?
Well, look into my eyes. I promise I will never lie to you, Lulu. I will never lie to you. How about that?
Deal. She holds out her trunk.
Yeah, I get a pinky and just kind of just grab it. Perfect.
Here's to being honest.
Yes. Perfect. But when you catch that blue girl lying, make sure to call her out in front of everybody, especially the soldier, all right? Call her out in front of everyone and embarrass her as best as you can. She won't lie again. Oh, we're doing this pinky right now. Oh, you're agreeing to all of it. Look at this. It's a deal. Perfect. All right. All right. Cross your heart and hope to die. Perfect. Needle in your eye. Perfect. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go. I think everyone's resting up pretty well. Let's go inside.
All right.
Peer pressuring our support elephant.
How dare you submit them?
I 100% support this idea.
I'm gonna pick up my cannon, and it's already like shifting on its legs, like wobbling a little bit. I'm just kind of pick it up and just.
About this time, it's worn off.
Put it
Okay.
in my
Do we
pack.
finish a long rest?
Short rest.
Oh,
No,
short
you
rest.
finish a
Short
short
rest.
rest.
Short rest.
The rest of you gather yourselves and remembering why you came here in the first place. Not just for Morton, for this tying up of loose ends, but to find older Ravengard. You look down into the gaping darkness before you, into the undercroft of this place. Take a deep breath and head downwards into the darkness. That's where we're in this session.
Okay.
Yay.
We're progress. Yes. Progresso.
That's progress.
Great.
Progress in killing things.
Progress.
and killing things.
This
yes.
map is finally done. We've cleared it
No,
out.
it's not.
Yeah, we're going down, which is bad.
It's a different battle map.
Yeah.
Hey, Will. Do
Yeah,
you
what's
remember
up?
the last campaign and every time we went underground?
Yes, I know. Almost everyone didn't come back up. It was great.
We can always just go
Every
back
time.
and do a
But-
long
but-
rest and come back. I like that
but-
idea.
A
But
correction, it
that's-
wasn't every time.
It was most of the time. Every
Most
time we went in a
times.
cave.
Most times.
Yeah.
No,
Everyone
it was
Two
every
spells
time you
left.
went up against the fire people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now,
Because they were 4 levels above you.
yeah.
That's why.
But there's a slight difference. I have fire resistance now, so it's never gonna happen again. We're good.
But do you have
Is
poison
that why
resistance?
you chose a fire ganassi?
There was a reason.
Yeah.
Dark vision?
Descent into Avernus, hell, fire. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But also Fire Genasi Artificer is cool. Also, yeah, I only have 1 spell slot left, guys. I'm like spent.
I was
I've got
half tempted
2.
we go back and recover at base and then we come back the next day.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
perfectly fine after a short rest.
I don't even know what I get back on a short rest.
I've got a
However,
second and a third.
Hit dice. Hit dice.
I was on full
However-
hit points.
see.
Okay, I'm gonna
We don't. Yeah.
do my
I
hit
mean,
dice real quick.
Same.
I'm on 4. It gives me
Why did
nothing.
mine save? Oh, because we leveled up. It should be 6. Okay.
14, 24.
I like
It
being
is.
full HP. But,
8.
that crit, that scorpion crit from earlier, absolutely terrified me. By the way, so I don't think I'm gonna go into the fray ever again. I think I'm just gonna stay in the back. I'm just gonna relax.
Okay, I'm at
67 plus.
Hey, that's my strategy.
And on the break, we heard what that poison was. What was it, Sky?
So it's the base attack, just the attack if it hits. 1d10 piercing plus 2, plus 4d10 poison, and then on top of so that's 5d10 just straight from hitting. Then you make a con save, and if you fail it, you take an additional 4d10 poison.
I meant the clouds.
Well, it's more.
Oh,
scary.
the cloud. That was cloud kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many of them
God.
could there have been?
They could have cast each. Though those 3 could have cast cloud kill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only one
Does
of them.
cloud kill stack?
And that's why I
Nobody
stayed
can
back.
spread it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have covered a wider area. I wouldn't have had it overlap.
Yeah. That they could have just like been on the outsides and just all did it, so they take a bigger area.
Those things
yeah.
are nasty. They're immune
No.
to poison and acid,
Oh,
and they have
yeah.
true sight, so they can cloud kill and then just take you out from within the cloud.
And
Oh,
they've got
yeah.
really good armor class.
Yep. they do.
Mezzaloths are
Yeah.
very, very tough.
And
Okay.
and they have +5 magical weapons, which I've now got one.
No.
It's not.
If,
No.
if Rhea would have died, I would have never forgiven you.
I wouldn't mind having someone detect magic on any of these things I'm picking up, but just to see what we
Don't.
find.
I can identify them
Don't.
if you
it's
bring
not
them to me. You saw me identify the
Yeah.
book.
It's not worth it.
Don't taunt
Which,
the
by
Water
the way-
Genasi.
When I identified the book, I brought out my spell book and did so.
Yeah.
And did
I
you
have
do
to
an
bring
acting
out a
role?
magnifying glass.
What?
Did you do an acting role?
Acting role.
No, she genuinely cast identify from the spell book.
Oh,
That's how ritual
wow.
caster works.
Cool caster.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can also find a familiar, and that's it.
Have you looked behind the couch?
Familiar's
that's-
actually.
oh.
Get a frog.
It's like,
oh.
no, I have a snake.
Yeah.
His name is Anemone.
Enemy. He's an enemy.
No.
Get 'em.
Yeah.
I have got
course
to go to
I-
bed, so
We're going to get off.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the raids. For Derailed Justice and Damned Moose. Thank you for coming in with those raids. Welcome to the channel. It's the first time we've seen you here. And thank you so much for sharing the love and bringing the love with you. My name is Karsh Goblin. I've been playing Warwick. I do the backs, like, this is my channel, blah, blah, blah. We'll be probably doing another read through of Pathfinder 2 tomorrow. If not, I'll be doing other stuff. And next week we'll be doing more stuff. But yes. Will?
Yes. I have been Will. I played Ash the Fire Genasi Artificer. It's been a lot of fun. We had a 3-hour combat, and no one died. So
Well,
that's
Permanently.
well, permanently. No one
Yes.
that mattered. died.
Enemies died.
I like that better. No one that mattered.
Oh, so I got the enemies. Ray is alive. What do you mean? She's perfectly alive. It's fine. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming by. This is a lot of fun.
Del?
Oh, hi, I'm Del. I've been playing Reservoir, your Water Genasi sorcerer, pretending to be a wizard, as has been revealed now. I'm really just here when we play Saints and Sinners.
Okay. That'll be MLP.
Yep, I'm Mr. Producer. I've been playing the Dwarven Barbarian, BURLOCK, UNGUART. And you can catch me over on twitch.tv/Mr. Producer. Join the Discord. I mean, a bit haphazard on my streaming at the moment because I've just got myself a new computer. I'm just going, yay, new computer. Oh, we'll reset up everything.
Very fun.
Oh, yay. Fun. Emmy?
Hi, I'm Emmy Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emmy. I play Ava, the human monk. You can find me normally over on twitch.tv/gathering of nerds, where we do D&D normally, like 5e. We've got a Vampire the Masquerade game that's going on at the moment. It's pretty cool. We've also been playing like board games and playing Minecraft and doing all sorts of things on that channel. So it's a bit of a variety channel. But you can catch us on our normal streaming days are Tuesdays and Wednesdays. That's Australian Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, see you then. And this has been fun. And I'm so glad Raya didn't die because I was gonna cry.
I'm less glad, but okay.
You're such a bully, Karsh.
I
I have been Marco Ross, aka Skybush Sinks. Twitter, follow me on Twitter and SoundCloud. I've had a thing in the works for a long time, but because I'm the world's worst procrastinator, might take a little bit more. I'm sending it off to be mastered today, so hey, that's fun. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all next week.
Yep. We're going to have our credits roll, and we're going to be raiding Gilda Dunay, who's playing Call of Cthulhu. So I thought we'd share love and bring it over to a different system of Call of Cthulhu. If they're speaking a different language, I'm sorry, I'm just doing searches. I've done that many times before while raiding Spanish language games. But we'll see. It's all about experimentation and seeing. So thanks everyone for coming in. Thank you for the raids. It's been amazing. It's been a stressful, interesting one. And if you're a member of the channel, copy and paste the raid thing into the new channel, into the new place we go to. So bye.
Bye bye.